Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
BoxingVoice.com.
Saudi Beyonce Productions.
I must be the greatest.
Let's get that done.
I've been here before and I know what it takes. It's hard work, dedication. BoxingVoice.com. Mayweather is he's the best.
Win, lose, or draw, we coming to fight. Can't nobody take that away from us. We're coming to fight.
They do what they can, I do what I want.
When you look at how he throws that left hook, it starts out really low. We're going to see what kind of character he has.
And the lefts and rights by Maidana. And it's all Marcos Maidana here. A lot of those punches off his shoulder. I think anybody out there listening or key, anybody, think that that's a dangerous deal to make. I think it's a perfect deal.
BoxingVoice.com.
15 minutes. Can you be strong for 15 minutes? Can you? Listen, the concentration is weaving a little bit. Pick it up. Pick it up!
Some things about we got to deal with his body shots. I don't think you want to be that close to us. He's talking about letting the left hook go, then you're going to take the left hook. Let's get that done.
Look, the fire's coming. Are you ready for the fire? Look, we're firemen. We are firemen! The heat doesn't bother us. We live in the heat. We train in the heat.
BoxingVoice.com.
Let's get that done.
Danny, how much of the difference is it for you at this weight? You got weight, man? Yeah, I'm working out. I lost like 35 already. Everybody's a threat.
Puerto Rico, Miguel
BoxingVoice.com.
We're not going to do that. We're going to take this fight against Keith. We're going to get less than you, Keith, but we're going to get more the second time. So go ahead and make it 2 times.
BoxingVoice.com. My job is to focus on boxing, going out there and being the best that I can be.
All right, you men receive my instructions. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands. I want you to touch gloves now, man. You're boxing at the bell. Let's go.
BoxingVoice.com. BoxingVoice.com.
On Saturday, I think somebody's going to get stopped.
What up? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Florida edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Ness GTO, Nesta Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NessGTO. We're here to discuss the heavyweight division yet again. Anthony Joshua suffers a loss to Alexander Usyk, and we start to hear a little bit of rumors, man. Some rumors, man. You know, Eddie Hearn has revealed that he reached out to Deontay Wilder's co-manager, Shelly Finkel, recently, but got no reply. All right? He reached out to Shelly Finkel, and he got no reply. He asked about a potential fight with Anthony Joshua. Hearn said, I have got so much money for Wilder in an offer, but they never come back to me. Now, Wilder later comes out and he basically tells us that this was true. And that was on Saturday night after Anthony Joshua lost. Wilder had this to say. And he says, as you can see from his verified Twitter, they tried to lock me in for insurance. They knew he wasn't going to win. This is strictly a business, not a sport. There's a difference, is what he meant. And he later corrected the word different to difference in a separate tweet, but kept this tweet up. Now, what this shows is that, yet again, AJ and Eddie tried to make the Wilder AJ fight. Like, they literally tried again. Now, there's people that are saying you don't go into negotiations when you got an open fight. Wilder has a fight. AJ has a fight. How could they get into negotiations? Well, I'll explain that for you real easy. But before I do, let me bring in my co-host, Ringwalk Danny, all the way in Las Vegas. ¿Qué
Dímelo.
What up, champ?
What up, champ? Good morning.
All good, man. What do you think about these two tweets? How are you interpreting that?
To me, I think it's positiveness. I think that we all have to realize that Deontay and Anthony Joshua may actually come to at some point in the next year to year and a half. You know, I think that now more than ever, you know, I think both men are in a position where it's like, at this point, we have lost. Neither one of us got a belt. We ain't got shit to lose. Fuck it. You know, let's do it. So I think all this is positive, but, you know, Shelly need to reach back out. You know, I don't know if Eddie has Shelly's BlackBerry. You know, Shelly older, so he probably still getting jiggy with the BlackBerry. So, you know, nonetheless, Eddie Hearn need to figure it out, get a hold of Shelly. Shelly need to get a hold of Eddie. You know, communicate, and let's get the fucking fight, bro. This is a fight that we've wanted for 6-7 years. Like, it's time. So, I think it's positive.
I mean, positive? It sounds pretty negative to me. Shelly didn't answer the call or the email. He literally, at least he did his job. Now we know for future reports, when Eddie says, I sent an offer, the fighter sees it. Because Shelly did his job as a manager. He has a fiduciary duty to show Deontay Wilder the offer. Wilder admitted he saw the fucking offer again and didn't want to take it. And that's okay, Danny, because I know there's going to be a bunch of, you know, YouTube managers that say, why would you take a fight and get locked in at a certain rate and then AJ loses and he's not valued at that? But my response to that is, let's open the lines of communication, Danny. Let's tell Eddie we received the offer. Let's tell Eddie, let's sit down and fucking talk. Let's tell Eddie, hey, we can have this deal in place. It's null and void if AJ loses. It's null and void if AJ loses. What that means is it doesn't exist if AJ loses. You can also sit down and say, if AJ loses, we got to fucking sit down again. But why are you ignoring again? This is a fight we fucking want. I want this fight. I invested mad years of my fucking life promoting this fucking fight. I am entitled to this fight. This is not fair. There should be some sort of communication. It can't always be fucking Eddie sending correspondence over there. Nobody wants Helenius. You gonna tell me that you rather have Helenius right now than AJ off a loss? I'll take AJ off another fucking loss over Helenius. Like, this don't make no fucking sense. This don't make no fucking sense.
Yeah,
what insurance?
I
What
think
insurance do they fucking need? What insurance do they fucking need?
That
Who the
fight
fuck is
you
making
want,
25 plus
to
million
be
every
able
fucking
to
time they
get
fight?
both guys at least back in the win column, champ. You know, you get them back in the win column before
bullshit,
you get
bro.
them, you throw them in there with each other, and you help build up the fight.
Bruh, it's a stupid ass mentality for you to think that someone is looking for insurance. You and AJ is the biggest fight without a title. Ain't no fucking insurance. It's a big fight. It's a big fight. So Devin Haney's looking for insurance because he's trying to fight fucking Tank? It's a big fight. Bruh,
Right.
I don't get why it's so fucking hard to make this dumbass fight, bro.
So you clearly took that, you said, in a negative manner. You know, typically we're the opposite. I look at it the pessimistic way, and you look at shit the optimistic way, but, you know.
Well, because you get this offer before AJ fights Usyk, and you laugh at it. You tell the world he only wanted insurance. They tried to lock me in. Like, it's a negotiation. You got an offer. It says you must take it. Or it says what Rockman says where there's no negotiation. Cool, you still negotiate. You still say, well, look, we don't want that, but we can do this. You cover yourself. But to say nothing again, keep in mind, AJ offered him to fight after the Wilder Fury. Won.
Right.
And he came out again.
Flat fee, though.
No. After the Wilder Fury, he came out again and tried to get him to fight. And Wilder said, no, I'm busy. And I respected that from a moral standpoint, you know, from like a man, like, yo, I want to right my wrongs. Like, this dude, people think he beat me. Fuck that. I want to fight him. So I get why he turned down that AJ fight then. So then he got into the Wilder rematch, and then he lost, and he had a rematch. So he's been tied up. You free now. Helenius ain't gonna bring you the money.
That's what I'm saying. He said they try to lock him in.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But
how do you get? Think about this. Did Wilder not announce his fight? So how are we locking you in? All we doing is trying to make a fight with you. You still got to fight too. So how are we locking you in? Like, let's literally think about what he's saying. The only way that makes sense, and I'm opening the door. I'm opening the door to logic. The only way that makes sense is if Wilder is stating what he's stating based off past tense, meaning he got the offer from AJ and Eddie before he finalized the fight with Helenius. So they tried to lock me in. That's the only way that it makes logical sense, because if you got to fight with Helenius, it's physically impossible to lock you in. Like, it's going to be after your fight with Helenius. You have to win that fight. So that whole contract is different, because what if you don't win the way AJ didn't win? I'm just saying, bruh, it's too many years of the same bullshit. Too many years of the same bullshit. Like, and it's Eddie and AJ trying. They tried after the Wilder Fury. Now they're trying again. And tried again and got turned down. I don't get it, because when I turn on this show, we hear people want this fight. This is a fight people still willing to pay for. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
You know, great things take time, champ. This is a great fight. I think this is a fight that should have happened years ago. Unfortunately, it didn't, but I think that this will be a fight that we get, you know, in the next year and a half. I don't have any problems. I do think that there is some sort of communication, some sort of, you know, there's going to be something going on, I believe. You know, we just saw AJ lose. I think that they'll try to get both guys back in the win column. Deontay with Helenius, and then maybe it's Chisora. I don't know.
And there goes his Las Vegas internet. Shout out to Danny. It was coming, because you could hear how choppy that got. But that is the show, man. That's what we talking about here. Another offer sent, another attempt to make this super fight. And let's just be real. How many times does a fighter get to have a super fight with no belts, with losses? Like Pacquiao and Mayweather got lucky. Let's be real. Pacquiao got knocked the fuck out, and we still cared. Like, he got flattened by Marquez, and we still wanted the Mayweather fight. Not me per se. You could hear me all on my podcast in my early days, knowing for fucking sure that Mayweather was gonna pay. I mean, you could hear me being so confident that Mayweather was gonna win. You would have expected me to be gambling back then. I probably didn't, because it wasn't accessible. It just was super hard early on. You know, 5 Dimes was one of the only betting sites that you could trust that was an offshore site. And you know me and money, man. I ain't too, you know, I never feel comfortable playing with the moolah. You know what I'm saying? So putting my money in an offshore account, that was different. And 5 Dimes don't got the reputation of my bookie. You know, like Earl Spence was sponsored by my bookie for Porter Spence. You know, my bookie has been around. They're a 4.7 star on Google. You know, I'll fuck with that offshore site before I fuck with any other offshore site. And that's how the relationship started, you know what I mean? You got to find who you feel comfortable with to make your bets, and then you make them. That being said, I never bet on Mayweather Pac. You know, you can only hope to find some stupid Filipino who's, you know, putting all his hard-earned money on the line because he believes in Manny Pacquiao. So, you know, you would get those type of bets, but you wasn't getting like money, a bookie unless you was out here in the West, I'm assuming, or coming to the actual fight and laying that money down for real. But that being said, that was a fight that I was sure of, you know. Not only because I seen Marquez flatten him, but because, you know, Floyd was just so perfect defensively. And they still had the opportunity that after Pacquiao had so many losses and knockouts, they still made so many millions. And I'm just bringing all that up to say that I hope Wilder and AJ walk in them same footsteps, man. I hope they get the big fight and that we get to see it. I hope they don't ruin that for us, you know. And I hope that it's still a big money fight for them. Losses and knockouts, they still made even, you know, after losses, right? Because Mayweather never lost. Pacquiao lost, so there was still that. But now both of these guys have lost, you know. So you just got to see. Just got to see. But looks like I got some super chats I need to get to. Shout out to everybody rocking out with us this fine Monday morning. Today, I think around 3 or 12, they're going to be announcing the Devin Haney, George Kambosos rematch in Australia. Devin and his father will be in studio. And George will be in studio in Australia. I got a $10 super chat from Mike Wilkins. What's up, TBV? I don't think AJ is done. Him versus Wilder also rematched with Dillian White in a trilogy with Ruiz. I still want to see him fight Miller and King Kong Ortiz. Shout out to y'all holding it down. Okay, so is that like the list? You want him to fight all those dudes? Okay, so you want him to fight AJ. Also, you want him to get... Okay, so he's saying AJ versus Wilder plus a rematch, then fight Dillian White in a trilogy. Okay, so he's saying, I guess if AJ beats Wilder, fight Dillian White in a trilogy and a trilogy with Ruiz. He also still wants to see him fight Big Baby Miller and King Kong Ortiz. I had to decipher that. We got it, though. We made sense of it. Wow, so you counting Wilder out? Because you basically... Yeah, yo, you know, I have just confirmed some horrendous news, let me tell you. I got this news yesterday and deeply tragic. And I've been trying to pray that this shit was not true. But this person has confirmed, and it's crazy. I don't even know legally if what the fuck I can say, truth be told. But my life is literally a movie. This is insane. That's some fucking crazy shit. Well, this is gonna be interesting to see how things what happens moving forward. Well, I'm gonna hold off. Obviously, you guys know I tell you everything. This has a lot to do with me and my future, but it has a lot to do with other people and their loved ones. So I cannot talk about what's going on. I'm gonna assume there's no immediate changes, but wow, tragic. Whew. Definitely, for me, it would be business, but it is definitely personal. TT Podcast. I'm gonna try and power through it. We got Big Supermax that says, this Canelo deserves credit. 7 years for Mayweather Pac. Still no Bud EJ and no AJ Wilder yet. In 7 years, Nello fighting his nemesis for the third time. Yeah, not only is he fighting his nemesis for the third time, but he's fighting like one of the four nemesis that he's had. And Black Gamer, it was not meant to be brought up. You know, I'm doing a live show that's called Live, and I got a live text with tragic news. You know, most people would have ended the show. So thank you for the support, dickhead. Like, wow, people be tripping, man. Yeah, Max. So, he fought a few nemesis, man. You know, fighting Triple G 3 times, that's only one. Laura was someone people thought he was ducking. Jacobs was someone people thought he was ducking. You know, while Mayweather was considered a nemesis, right? So, you know, he been doing that shit. You know, he really, really has been doing that. I got Mike Wilkins that says, I was saying he still got options. You mean AJ? And hell yeah, bro. AJ got a shitload of options. Shitload. You know, I'm going to continue to put Wilder at the top of that list. I believe you can do the Dillian White trilogy, Ruiz trilogy. You could start the Derek Chisora fights. I mean, there's pretty much nothing AJ can't do, right? Well, like, he's got a fan base and he's got a broadcaster. Like, you can do whatever you want. You could do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like, that's what Tank does. He's got a network and a broadcast. He does whatever he wants. So that's just kind of what it is, man. For people to think that AJ's done, look, they already announced his date. They announced that he's coming back in December, and he just lost. That's what you can do when you have a fan base, you know, and you have a broadcaster. Quentin, I feel bad for you. That is bad news. Not as bad as mine, but that is bad news. He said, I have bad news also. My brother took my last blunt while I was on the toilet. What a jerk. Mad Bet 100 Kansas City says Wilder should get one in before AJ. But Mad Bet, and that's cool. Why you couldn't send that back? Like, why couldn't we just send that back and say, yeah, Eddie, we are definitely interested. We just want to get one fight in, and then let's revisit. Or, you know, let's lock it in. As long as AJ wins, or as long as Wilder wins, and then they meet such and such day, like, what's so wrong with that? So, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, man. There's nothing wrong with that. You could answer, you could negotiate, you could talk so much. What the fuck just happened here? Oh, I think Danny muted himself. But yeah. Danny, what up?
Champ.
Bro.
What up?
Rick is right.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, man. Crazy. Yo, how many nemesises would you say that Canelo has had?
Oof. Nemesis? Three?
Who's that? Let me hear him.
Floyd.
Okay. Definitely.
Gennady. Caleb Plant.
Really? Oh, because of the smack? I said Laura. Laura was the first disrespecter. He went to the press conference, snatched the mic, called them all type of shit in Spanish.
Yeah, but then like Canelo
in front of his public.
Canelo clowned him like, oh, who wants to see the fight? And then somebody's like, oh, I do. And then he's like, ain't that your manager? And everybody, the whole fucking media room start laughing.
He got the fight. And I think he got the fight because he did all that and he knew Spanish, so it got to Canelo's audience. You see, Andre did it in English. You know, Canelo got to shine with his English. So that overtook everything. But Laura, I feel like Laura got the one up on him. He snatched the mic, man. Called them all types of cowards right there. Tú eres cobarde. I remember that shit. I feel like I should pull it up. I remember that shit. And you know, for a Latino, it's pretty tough. Can't say that in front of his public like that.
500,000.
500,000 what?
That was the difference in pay-per-views from the two fights. You get what I'm saying?
No, of course.
Plant was so much a nemesis that he reached the casual.
No, that's
you know what I'm saying? Laura at least had a diehard Cuban audience, a Cuban background. You know what I'm saying? Caleb Plant literally just reached casual America in that Canelo fight.
I agree.
You know, he sold 500,000 pay-per-views more than.
I agree that Caleb reached, you know, white America. But I also agree that Canelo wasn't who he is today when he fought Laura. So, of course, his pay-per-view with Laura wasn't as big as it is with Plant because he's done and achieved so much more. So many people know him now. Like, you can't compare a pay-per-view from 10 years ago to now.
Sure you can. You do it all the time.
Get out of here.
Sure you can. Let me see something.
Damn, my people's on the plane with Loma right now. I'm like, yo, tell him I need that interview. He coming back from Saudi.
Yo, he should be in camp. What he should be doing.
No, they faked that photo op talking about he was in L.A. Was he ever in L.A.? Or did he fucking stop there for a connecting flight to Saudi?
Why would he stop in L.A. for a connecting flight to Saudi if he wasn't?
I don't know. Why would you go to L.A. if you really going to Saudi?
Cause you coming back to where your crib is at. You finna get settled in, get ready.
But that's camp. The point. That's the point. There wasn't no time there. Like he literally, like all you can envision is him landing from the photo opportunity, dropping the bags and shooting the fight week. It don't make sense. So it's either
Nico Ali's mom literally flew from fucking Vegas to Saudi Arabia 3 days before her son fought, right? And then came back, hours before his fight started on Saturday, bro. Sometimes people got to do them quick turnaround, halfway across the world business trips.
Okay. If that's what you want to believe.
Okay. Hey, champ. But yeah, brother, did you watch the fights last night in Orlando?
Nah.
Oh yeah, it was some good fights, man.
Last you told me only the main event was being shown, so I'm like, why would I just pay for one fight?
Nah, never said that. They showed like 4 or 5 fights.
You told me something similar to that.
Yeah, no. You just didn't want to do the fight chat. That's all, cause.
I mean, whatever. If that's what you believe.
But it was some good fights in Orlando. Shout out to Kenny Sims. Became the WBA Intercontinental Champion. 140 pounds. There was a couple guys on that card. What's my man's Giovanni Estella? We just had him on the show.
Yeah.
He was on that card as well. So, yeah, man, it was There's a couple Mayweather promotion guys as well. Mayweather Promotions was like a co-promoter for that card. I know they had a couple guys on there that came out, got some victory. So,
Super chat, Mike Wilkins says, Big Ness, hope everything's all right, fam. Yeah, we'll see. Jonesy, I want the fight, but not with both off fresh losses. How much do you care that they coming off a loss? Like, why do we want a tune-up, which is a manufactured win? A tune-up is a fight that you know your fighter is supposed to win. So, like, I don't get how getting them both 2 fights that they're supposed to win makes this fight a better fight. No, you didn't hear any of that?
Nah.
You're a dick.
Nah, bro. I was reading the comments.
Super dick. I don't know what I said anymore. Fucking jerk.
Nah, bro. Don't hate me. I'm just
I said I was reading his chat. I said, does it matter to you that they're both coming off of losses? Like, what does it matter for them to get a manufactured win? A tune-up is a win that you know they're supposed to get. So how are they any better by getting wins we know they're supposed to get?
Because the casuals don't know that. So if they're like...
So you're talking economics.
Bro,
you're not talking fighting.
Think about it. Bro, think about it, right? Think about it. Deontay knocks out Helenius in October, and the casual fan seeing that fight, they're just going to be like, oh my God, he just knocked out fucking, Thor or Jesus clone. Or some shit. You get what I'm saying?
He knocked out a Fury clone. I got The Axiom, who's a member for 20 months at the contender level. Shout out to you. He says AJ versus Wilder. Also, wouldn't mind AJ versus Joe Joyce or even Joe Joyce versus Wilder. A lot of good heavyweight fights to be made. And what's up with Charlo? Charlo's going through some legal shit. It looks like he's going through a divorce, man. There's not much to report on there other than, tabloid shit, what his wife is saying, which can't be taken as truth because that's a legal matter that needs to be sorted out with a judge. So, that's that. But she's alleging that he'll never fight again. She's alleging that he's broke, and she's alleging that he's losing his Texas mansion. And that is Jamal, not Jermel. Unfortunate news and an unfortunate situation, but it's not like we don't see this. Domestic disputes, I'm not saying violence, disputes, divorces, that's among high statistics, man, when it comes to the divorce rate, man. So shout out to Charlo. Hopefully he could fix it because I know that was his long time wife and like high school girl and shit like that. So, that's cool. I hope that he can fix it because, it's always cool to see someone stick it out and be with the person that they started out with, because it's like good for that person. She was with you from the beginning, so she gets to kind of reap, that's a long road she traveled with him.
Word. No, definitely. So hopefully they are able to, just get everything sorted and we're able to see, Charlo back in the ring and back in action, defending the title. Back in action, defending the strap. But just want to remind everybody who is currently tuned in to like, comment, and subscribe. We are on the road to 1 million.
We are, bro. We are, man. Little engine
Cheer
that
up,
could,
champ.
man. Little engine that could, man. We just gonna keep
chugga.
Word.
Keep. We got to keep going.
Yeah, man. Life
Damn.
is crazy. What the fuck? So,
Champ,
phone lines is open if anybody wants to call in and voice their opinion on this matter. It is a fight we've been wanting for a long time. I don't consider it any sort of insurance. I would have considered it the next biggest fight in the heavyweight division. Honestly, I think more people in America probably care that AJ Wilder happens over Fury Usyk. Like, for instance, I chose to go with AJ Wilder as the subject versus, I think it's the Daily Mail is reporting that Usyk and Fury are already, we hear all that, right? So minimize that. Try to put a towel or something over that fucking, so when you move the cup, we don't hear it. But, that Daily UK or something, one of those Daily UKs out there, Daily Star, Daily UK, Daily something, Daily Media, they're reporting that Usyk and Fury are already in negotiations and they're supposed to make more than the 85 mil that was on the line for the last fight. So they're confirming that. They're trying to seal that deal. Usyk has said already, I'm not fighting unless it's Fury. And Fury never gave up the WBC title. He is scheduled to make his decision, which hasn't been done yet. And he played it. Well played to Fury. He played his hands. The fake retirements, took a page out of Floyd's book. Floyd told him this is the green print. Fury really followed it. Fake retirements. And now he's back with the last piece of the puzzle to make a fucking super fight. But to my audience, I know they care more about Wilder AJ. But that news is out there. That Usyk Fury news is out there. I chose not to go with it. I don't, for one, the Daily Stars in the UKs, there's too many dailies out that way across the pond. So I'll wait for not a bigger, because they're probably big as hell, and I just don't know of them. But, I'll wait till something more boxing. But my producer's confirming it from the UK. Robert's saying it is confirming. And again, it's like, it's not hard to believe that it's confirmed because it makes fucking sense. One guy has all the belts and the other guy has the last piece of the puzzle. So that makes sense. Just like this motherfucking fight. One guy came off of laws, the other guy's coming off of laws. Make the motherfucking fight, man. Pick up the phone. Do I think Usyk can beat Fury? Fuck no. Did you see what AJ did to Usyk? Please, man. Maybe I seen some purists, some former fighters trying to say Usyk had an off night and still beat AJ. Nah, that was AJ's right hands. The problem is my man don't let his hands go. He get in there with Fury. Fury gonna pummel his ass. And he gonna lean on him. I don't even remember AJ leaning on Usyk one time. He leaned on him one time. You watch a Fury fight versus Wilder, he like this. He fishing for Wilder so he could grab him and clinch him and maul him. Man, you kidding me? Fury's a street fighter. Usyk ain't ready for that. And if he wins, I will give him all the credit in the world. All the credit, because just like I'm giving Fury all the credit in the world for beating my guy, if he beats Fury, shit, that might be the greatest heavyweight win because he's so small. And he moved up from cruiserweight.
Ness, during that telecast on Saturday, they kept repeating before the fight, Usyk's already a first ballot Hall of Famer.
I mean, I'm not even
no denying that.
I'm not going to argue whether he was a first ballot before the fight. After the fight, it's set in stone. Cruiserweight undisputed and undisputed at heavyweight, because you see, had he not won, there was that whole fluke. The whole doubt would have been in people's mind, but he won twice. That's it. He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but he's not undisputed. He's just unified.
Yeah, that's all right. He's almost undisputed.
No, I hear you.
He's almost undisputed. It wouldn't matter. Like, if Fury doesn't fight him, no, it's cool. Yeah, I made a mistake. I don't mean undisputed, but if Fury doesn't fight him, he's still the most accomplished heavyweight there is, man. I mean, he on some Evander Holyfield shit. Easy. He could be in there with Holyfield, because Holyfield ain't undisputed.
Yeah, no, Usyk has definitely had a hell of a run.
So Mike Coppinger is reporting.
Super Series. Say it again?
No, I was waiting for a reliable source, and we got one. Mike Coppinger is confirming that Fury and Usyk, damn. And this is what the fuck I'm saying. See, this is why we doing this show. Because why is it so easy for these guys to make these fights, but why Wilder and Fury can't do this? Wilder and AJ, I mean. It's something that Wilder got against AJ because it ain't AJ and Eddie. They the ones making offers. And it ain't Wilder from a negotiation standpoint, because Tyson Fury say he's the easiest to deal with. They got the done in 3 days. They got the deal done. So to me, it's Wilder with a grudge. Because, like, you get the offer, you know about the offer, you don't respond to the offer. This the second offer you don't respond to. But look at these guys. I mean, the fight was Saturday. They already in negotiations. It's fucking Monday. It's Monday, bro. That's how boxing should work. Whoever fought should win and lose, and whoever's next should be up fucking next. It's crazy, bro. I shout out to Fury and Usyk, man.
Due time. Great things take time, brother.
Shout out to Fury and Usyk. No, it isn't done, Ja the Real, but at least they're fucking negotiating 2 days after he just undisputed. When we know we got plenty of Usyk fans that would have been, oh, chill, Ness, he on vacation. He don't got to be negotiating. He just won. Let him celebrate. Nah, this motherfucker trying to negotiate 48 hours later, man. Stop the bullshit. Congratulate that man. Give him his flowers, man. Fucking weirdos. Let me get to some of these calls, man. CYP, what up?
Oh, my goodness. You know, let me jump on that Hall of Fame shit. See, I like to look at who's in the Hall of Fame and who was the first ballot, right? And what I saw so far, I'm not all the way done researching, but the first ballots usually have other Hall of Famers that they beat. That's how they become first ballot. So undisputed this, that will get you in. First ballot, you got to beat some dudes. Like, if you look at them dudes who are first ballot, especially the class of 20 to 21, goddamn, them dudes beat other Hall of Famers. I don't know if AJ is the first ballot Hall of Famer. I don't even know if he is one. He could be, but I don't know yet. But other than AJ, there is no Hall of Famers that Usyk has beat. There is not one Hall of Famer that Usyk has beat, except for AJ, and that's still up for grabs. So I really don't know, but that's debatable for AJ. When it comes down to the Wilder AJ fight and him turning down negotiations or even thinking about it before the fight, CYP was the first one to say no. We know he's going to lose. Come back after. Don't try that sneaky shit. What did Wilder tell y'all? He tried to play me. He said the same thing that CYP says. Why? That's why I'm here. I'm here to let. Go ahead.
Can we
Go ahead.
Can we converse this topic? Because you said he tried to play me. Wilder says he tried to lock me in. Nesta says, let's negotiate. Why not respond, CYP? Like, cool, I want you to be my track coach. You got a certain amount, that you want. And you got requirements that you need me to meet. And if I can't meet those, and I still really want to work with you, I'm going to tell you, CYP, I get out of work at 6, man. But look, I'll be here at 6:15, I promise you. Or on come on, we can negotiate. To not answer the phone, not once but twice, because again, I gave him a pass because I understand competitiveness. Just like you say you competitive, you train your fighters to win, your runners to win. So I got it. When he got the draw, you got some people in your ear. There's some people on your social media telling you Fury beat you. So you wanted to right that wrong. So when AJ sent that other offer, it was okay. I get it. It was some personal shit. You wanted to show you was the baddest man on the planet. So that's one offer right there that you didn't answer. You had a draw. Once you get the draw, you don't owe Fury nothing. You could have had undisputed after the draw. But Wilder fans, myself included, we was like, fuck it, bruh. I know you tight. Plus, you almost beat that motherfucker. Go get the win. But that's over. That's over. Now we offer you to fight again, and you talking about lock me in? They didn't have to lock him in, CYP. He could have said, yo, listen, I see the offer. It sounds good. Let's talk after you fight. But to not answer and to go to social media to shit on them, how do we ever make a fight like that, CYP?
First off, we're forgetting the flat fee that he offered him, which no other heavyweight has ever taken in a pay-per-view championship fight. That's bullshit, but we let that slide.
No.
Hold on,
CYP.
Hold on. My man, I let you cook.
I just want you to make sure.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
I just want you to make sure that you're saying you're going all the way back to old negotiations.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because those are old.
I'm making that point.
Okay.
I'm making my point. You coming at me asking me to train you. If I have already scheduled to train you before and you flaked, I'm not fucking with you. I will call you back when I feel like talking to you. There has to be a time where Wilder put his foot down on AJ and his bullshit. Why do you want me to talk to you now, my man? Cut it out.
So he did that.
Like, stop it.
CYP, again, let's converse. He did put his foot down. Wilder put his foot down, and he made his point when he had to draw the Fury, and AJ sent them another offer that wasn't a flat fee. So don't talk about flat fees when that's not what we talking about no more, because they've moved on from that. They sending them real offers.
You cut me off. I got a whole list. Next is the DAZN bullshit. Wilder told you, I'm close to this man. 50-50 is what he said.
Okay.
When he goes to the DAZN meeting and they don't tell him what AJ's getting, we out of here.
Okay.
That was the whole point. We didn't care if it was 40 million.
Okay,
we don't
but
care if it was 20 million. As long as AJ is getting 20, we cool. As long as it's 50-50. You could not do that. Tommy Skipper apologized. That's number 2.
Okay.
We move on. Like, why do you keep giving me these bullshit? Do business like everybody else does.
But CYP,
stop playing with me.
CYP, you're still bringing up the old offers. You're not bringing up the respectable offers. You're not bringing up the new offers. Talk about the offer when he got the draw, and talk about this offer that isn't a flat fee. Talk about these offers that these. The one right after the draw.
No. Tell the audience. The audience what was the offer after the draw.
The one after the draw. The one after the draw that Wilder came out on his social media and admitted to. Right? And now this one.
What was it?
Hold
on. It was DAZN. That's how he fought Brazil and Ortiz, because it was on pay-per-view. It was DAZN. Like, did you forget? That's what it was. That's why he fought on pay-per-view after that. They gave him the Brazil fight immediately, and then they gave him the Ortiz fight on pay-per-view.
Danny.
The Brazil was for 20 million. Don't you remember? I know the audience knows this. I know we don't got amnesia when it comes to Wilder. He had to draw. The DAZN offer came in. Bullshit happened. He fought Brazil and Ortiz. Ortiz was on pay-per-view. He fought Brazil for $20 million because that's what they offered him for the other fight. 2 fights for AJ for 40 and $20 million for that.
You got saved, and that's how to walk away. He got a call. He had to walk away, man.
That's fine. That's fine. The audience needs to understand the timeline. Brazil and Ortiz came after the DAZN negotiations fell through. They promised him the $20 million that the DAZN offered him for the free fight. They said, okay, if you're not going to fuck with them, we'll give you Brazil for 20, because they were offering him 20 for any fight that he wanted, plus 2 fights for AJ for 40. So they said, we'll give you Brazil still, and we'll give you Ortiz on pay-per-view. He said, cool, because this motherfucker bullshitting. That's when they moved away. That's 2 fucked up offers in a row. 2. And now you offering him this fight before you about to lose. My God, why can't you just wait until after? It's today. You could have called him 24 hours later, my man, and offered him the fight. The truth of the matter is, if you would have won, you wouldn't have wanted this nigga. That's the truth. If you would have won, you would have been like, I'm going to negotiations with what's his name. So again, you're belittling my value again.
That is fair. But at the end of the day, ain't shit wrong with Shelly's phone. Ain't no reason he can't even acknowledge the phone call. Ain't no reason he can't, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with communicating. Let's not forget. I'm personally tired of Eddie Hearn. I'm personally tired of Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn pulls this shit all the time. He gets on social media and talks to Charlo about an offer. Charlo says, send it to Al. He never sends it to Al. But he wants people to believe Charlo's ducking. It's like, my guy, stop doing this bullshit and do it like the rest of the promoters do. You sent this. He did not respond. Cool. Send him in again. Shut everybody up. Send him again. Say, after Helenius, we want to fight you next. Simple. Do it now. Stop talking about the past. Y'all want me to stop bringing up the past, but y'all keep bringing up this past. He lost. So talk to us now. As the loser. Nah, you don't want to do that. That's what I'm saying.
You want to talk to us.
Even still, they can still communicate. That's the same way Canelo and Triple G1 got made. Canelo Triple G1 got announced in the ring after Canelo beat Chavez Jr. They already had the shit set up. That's what I'm saying. So Wilder coming back to fight Helenius, AJ coming back to fight whoever, get them both back in the win column, boom, man.
There you go. I'm
see why people think about it like this. If you have to fight to announce, think about it like this.
Right.
AJ, his next fight, London, 70,000. He fighting whoever. He win. Wilder gets in the ring. Boom. Now we announcing it. It's the same thing they did with Fury. Same thing. Remember, that's why Ness was out there. Wilder got in the ring. They promoted the fight. Boom, boom. That was August of 2017 or 2018. I'm sorry. And then next thing you know, in December 1st of that same year, so 4 months later, the fight is done. So I hear what you're saying, but let's not act like for big fights they haven't done it before. They've been in communication. Wow. Fighter was in training or in camp for whatever fight they had going on. Canelo, Triple G, and what the first Wilder Fury. So
let's look at it like this. When has a guy who was expected to fucking lose negotiated another fight after? Never. Sergey Kovalev didn't negotiate another fight after Ward while he's preparing for Ward. It does not happen. Like Triple G is not going to negotiate another fight after Canelo. Like, dude, you don't do that, B-sider. Usyk about to beat your ass, B-sider. Like, relax. Stop all that weirdo shit. Take your L, come back, let's negotiate. Let me go against Helenius, right? And after I knock Helenius out, I'm going to get in the ring and I'm going to tell people, guess what's next? Boom! We just did it like that by allowing one of us, at least one of us, to get another win. Because I'm coming off a loss, you coming off a loss. Let one of us get a win before we start talking about this big fight between us. That to me makes better sense than coming at us like you the A-side still. It's like Eddie Hearn is obsessed with having the ball in his court. And Finkel and PBC and Showtime, they're tired of that shit. They're just tired of it. That's why they ignored that man's call. I'm just telling you, they sick of him. Do this shit like everybody else. Let's build this shit on some wins.
CYP, I can't cut you, champ, but you done ran like 3-4 minutes. And that's got an important call going on. But look, Sam, regardless, it's a fight we want to see. I think they can negotiate now. Like, fuck, I get what you're saying, and I do think that it's going to change things because obviously if CYP is coming off a win and Ness is coming off a loss, then that changes the negotiation. So I do think you allow both guys a chance to get back in the win column, but ain't shit wrong with negotiating right now. Shelly need to answer that fucking phone.
It's certainly not. And again, a manufactured win for the both of them only means more for the casuals now. And I don't have any issues with that. Like, if we're talking economically, we're trying to make it a big fight. Yeah, give them both a tune-up. Let them both knock somebody out so that, the casuals start believing that they're back. Cool. But the core fan base, we don't need no fucking tune-up. Like, we just want this fight. It is what it is, man. I got some callers. Lines are open. I'm going to Big Supermax in Plainview, Texas.
Boxingwoods.com.
Poloki, you are next, my friend. Por eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo la mejor porque peleó por los mejores. La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend.
Boxingwoods.com.
Yo, what up, TBV? What's happening, Ness and Danny? Good morning, y'all.
What up? What
Good
up?
morning.
Danny, glad to see you got back home safely, man. I know you was out there traveling around, man. Good to see you back. CYP did say something that actually resonated with me that is very true. I do think they can have lines of communication open. I definitely agree there. But he had a good point. If AJ wins, he's not worried about Wilder. He's trying to negotiate with Fury. So that's a very valid point, and that's a good point. But I do agree they could have some form of communication. But I agree, like, if AJ wants to reach back out now, I think there's no reason to not be in communication. Now, this fight is something we wanted to see. Like, I don't care that they just both lost. I know a lot of people that aren't necessarily hardcore that, dude, these dudes look like these massive giants, and these two guys that you wanted to see, and now they both look vulnerable. Like before, honestly, beforehand, I would have said, no doubt in my mind, Deontay Wilder knocks out AJ. But now, after the Fury fights, and they both had to show us like some little issues with their confidence. Is their confidence still there? Is Wilder gun shy? If Wilder's not gun shy, I still believe he sparks AJ. But if his confidence isn't all the way back from the Fury fights, which took a lot out of him, then AJ got the skills to beat him. So it's still an intriguing fight for that reason. And to me personally, and then again, I am a hardcore. I'm one of these degenerates that's been wanting this fight. I don't care that they both just lost. I just want to see it because look at him. Imagine that poster. Guys built like that. There's 6'7", 6'8", Adonis built type guys that are gonna throw hands. Who cares? Like I'm sure the WBC could throw on some kind of make believe it's finally happening. Belt, you know what I mean? I just want to see them two guys go at it. And but like I said, CYP brought up a valid point. If AJ won, I think he's leaning towards a Fury negotiation. And I think Wilder saw that and was like, well, no, let's wait till after this weekend and let's see what you guys say then. But other than that, man, y'all keep grinding. Man, hopefully we get that Chris Crawford announcement, man, because I got my vacation time saved up. I'm trying to be out there in Vegas, link up with y'all for the appreciation night. Let's man, I'm getting impatient for that one, man. We need an announcement. Hopefully we get something soon. But that's my call, fellas.
Let's go, Supermax. Appreciate it, brother.
Who is next? This looks like Brandon in Cincinnati.
Hello, ladies. Anybody that knows me know I've been a player, whether it was in Alabama, Ohio, or anywhere around the globe.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
I've been smashing Telly Swifts, man. I didn't have to become a millionaire to get that caliber of woman. One of the people's choices, one of the fans' favorites, a guy that can galvanize this crowd, such as myself.
He's too ugly to be the world champ. The world champ should be pretty like me.
The AJ of trucking. Yep, Brandon in Cincinnati.
SDS Promotions.
Yo, TBV, good morning. Can y'all hear me? Crystal clear?
We hear you, champ.
Perfect.
Shout out to when you call in instead of use Discord. Shout out to Telly Swift as well. I agree with Danny on this, man. I think these two guys coming off losses, fighting each other right after losses, it's not as big of a fight as it once was. It's not as big of a fight as it once was anyway, but coming off losses, it has no casual appeal. You know how fickle American fans are, Ness. This the Mayweather area. If you lose that O,
yeah,
you lose some credibility in the eyes of the casuals.
So all we saying is that we talking economically. It's not a better fight because they got tune-ups for us. It's a better fight because they got tune-ups for the casuals and to sell more pay-per-views is what y'all talking about.
That's what. If it don't make money, it don't make sense. They're not gonna make it if it don't make economical sense. Like I said, you talking from a hardcore standpoint. But let me stop talking about this because we gonna run into the same issues we've been running into for years. One guy's committed to one network, one guy's committed to the other. You got management and promoters who don't like each other. This fight ain't gonna happen. It ain't happened when it was big money on the line. It ain't gonna happen now. Let's just focus on taking our hats off and giving Tyson Fury and Usyk a round of applause because they got a tentative date. They got a tentative location. And that thing looks all but official. They was able to do that shit in a matter of days.
Yo, what
AJ
they say, December?
Wilder couldn't put
December
nothing together
17,
in years. Right? December, the day before the World Cup or something. So let's give them a round of applause, man, because they was able to do what AJ and Wilder couldn't do in 5 years. So when you really want to fight, you put that shit to the side and make it happen. Let's give them Europeans, and Eastern European, a round of applause because the brothers didn't do it. The brothers couldn't do it, man. So whether you think it's gonna be as tantalizing as an AJ and Wilder fight, whether you think it's exciting as an AJ and Wilder fight,
it ain't gonna be that. We might not even get a knockout. We might not even get a knockout in a Fury Usyk fight.
To be honest, man, when it comes for the best fighting the best, AJ and Wilder losing might be the best thing to happen to the division. Because then we would have still been in the same shit position as we are the past 4 years. So
yeah, they had the division. They had the division hostage.
As that is for you to say, you so right.
Yeah, they had the division hostage. Them two motherfuckers had the division hostage, man.
That's my call, man. Y'all have a good one.
They had the division hostage, man, and that's what I'm trying to tell CYP. You know what I'm saying? He's so clouded. It's like, bruh, after the draw, he could have made undisputed. No, nobody would have got mad at him for fighting AJ and getting undisputed. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, nah, we roll with him because we get it. You know, I seen how people was talking. They was talking crazy out here.
CYP, counterpunch.
People was talking crazy out here about Wilder after the Fury first fight. So it made sense for him to go and do that. But damn, again? You gonna ignore another offer again? Even now with no title? You ain't got no title. Like, that's the biggest fight right there. Like
CYP.
People actually like, yo, I don't want to see Helenius. That don't deserve to be on pay-per-view. People are willing to pay pay-per-view for AJ.
What's
Wilder.
that tentative date, brother?
For which one?
The Usyk Fury.
They said December 17th.
Okay.
There we go. Hey, this is Brandon over here giving people credit when he shouldn't. Let me tell you why Fury and Usyk are able to make the fight so easy. They weren't valuable enough for network deals. AJ was valuable enough for DAZN and Sky Sports to lock him up. Wilder was valuable enough for Showtime to lock him up. That's generational money, right? That's not wishing on the star that one day I get this big fight and I can cash out. Nah, homie, we grown-ass men. We all know that a deal for 5 to 7, 8 years, guaranteed money, is much more lucrative than us waiting to win the lottery. So do not go giving dudes credit for doing something because they couldn't do the other. Because if AJ and Wilder were both free agents, they could fight in Saudi Arabia too for whatever fucking network they want to. But they can't because they already got 20 million, 60 million, 70 million from their networks. So please learn the boxing game before you start trying to go shit on somebody else to praise someone else. Good job for Usyk and Fury. Cool. But don't go putting down AJ and Wilder because them dudes is valuable. Don't get it twisted. Because you know damn well when nobody trying to sign Usyk to no goddamn network deal. And when nobody trying to sign Fury to no network deal until Wilder came along. Let's just keep it real. And next, you never answered what happens if AJ was to win against Usyk. Does he still fight? Does he still go into negotiations with Wilder? Cut it out. If they offered $125 million for them two, they would offer the same thing for AJ Fury. So again, Wilder was looking stupid, holding the bag because Eddie Hearn fooled him again. We're not having that shit. You up, you up.
Yeah, I don't, to me it's not stupid, man. Business is never stupid, dumb, you bigger, I'm bigger. Like, it's just dollars and cents, man. That's all that matters in business. And, that is business, Danny. If I go to you before I have a fight and I'm trying to make a fight with you based off me winning or losing, then that contract is contingent to that, And yeah, I agree with CYP. Would AJ try to negotiate with Fury for undisputed if he would have beat? Yeah. But there's nothing wrong with having a backup plan.
Yeah.
So he lost and he wanted to fight Wilder. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, he's trying to find a way to shit on AJ and Eddie when that's not the argument here. Like, we boxing fans. Like, AJ just lost to Usyk back to back. So the same credit you give Wilder for wanting to fight Fury and, oh, he's tough. He wanted to run it back with Fury. AJ wanted to run it back with Usyk. And guess what? He couldn't beat him, right? Guess what? He couldn't beat him, Danny. So guess what he wanted to do? His comeback fight, he wanted it to be Wilder, not Helenius. You see that? He wanted it to be Wilder, not Areola. You see that? You see that? But you finding a way to shit on AJ because he wanted Wilder instead of Helenius. He wanted Wilder instead of Areola. How are we finding a way to shit on that? It's crazy, man. The dude trying to make the biggest fight possible, you talking about he trying to lock you in. No. If he lost, he still want to fight big names. And you and him is a big fight.
That's true.
So let's talk about this network deal. Let's talk about this network deal bullshit that he was bringing up. Like, yeah, for sure. Nobody was offering Fury network deals before Wilder. That's true. That's true. But absolutely, Wilder had a network deal when he fought Fury, and absolutely, AJ had a network deal when he fought Andy. And he also had a network deal when he fought Usyk. So what is he talking about? A site fee is a site fee. They ain't got nothing to do with the broadcaster. I mean, he's totally confused there. So I'm going to just chalk that up to maybe him saying one word that he meant another word. But like, AJ still fought for DAZN in Saudi Arabia. What in the motherfucking fuck's sake was he talking about? Oh, if Wilder and Fury, they could have fought in Saudi Arabia, but they had network deal.
He said the guy he fought didn't have one, idiot.
Who? Who didn't have
That's
a
what
deal?
CYP said.
Who didn't have a deal? Usyk?
He said the guy he fought. Yeah, so you must be talking about Usyk.
But why does it matter for the B side to have a network deal? You only need one network.
Yeah, he said Usyk doesn't.
Usyk was let go from Matchroom.
He said Andy didn't.
Andy was with PBC. He had to go through Al. Al's the one that paid that $800,000 to Top Rank.
He said you're weird. That's what he said.
Okay. I mean, usually that's what happens. You resort to name calling. You know? I'm just saying. AJ had a network deal with DAZN. So much so that DAZN picked up this fight globally. Usually they pick up AJ's fights in certain territories, but they picked it up globally. That was the holdup for the Usyk AJ fight rematch on the broadcasting announcement. Remember, me and you was just in studio like, oh, who's gonna do? And that was the holdup. They were trying to negotiate to get all territorial rights. So they ended up showing that fight in like 180 different territories or some shit like that.
Yeah, I want to say everywhere except Russia, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just a little lost with that. You know, you can have a network and still fight in Saudi Arabia. You can have anywhere. And Wilder doesn't have a network. You know, Wilder, and I quote, I'm a free agent. I can fight anyone, anywhere, end quote. So I don't know. You know, I don't even know what we're talking about, man. I don't even know. But that's on boxingscene.com, just in case you want to Google it. In case you want to Google it.
They're saying AJ's on the Zone's board.
Yeah, I'm sure. AJ got stocks and shares and all that. But how does that matter? Like, the only way that matters is if whoever AJ is trying to fight, that broadcaster doesn't want to do business. But you see, that'll never be the issue because we just seen it with Wilder and Fury. Like, Wilder is a big enough attraction where his network and broadcaster are willing to split on a big enough fight. So Wilder Fury was a big enough fight for them to split with ESPN as a broadcaster. Just like with DAZN, AJ Wilder is a huge fight.
CYP, counterpunch number 2.
Yeah, no, I'm going to use the timer since he be going off crazy. I can't let him go crazy no more since it's becoming a back and forth debate here. Go ahead, champ.
So for one, I done donated lots of money to this place. And I didn't put money in for counterpunches and I didn't even receive it. So all this put me on the timer shit, do your thing, boss. I'll keep my money, don't trip. But secondly, when it comes to network deals and promotional deals, they're two different things. You don't have to know these things, dog. Me and you don't have to know the same shit. You can know what you know, I can know what I know. They can coexist together. You don't have to know what I know, dog. If a dude is signed to a network, it's different than him being signed to PBC. If a dude is signed to a network, it's different than him being signed to Matchroom. AJ is signed to Matchroom and DAZN exclusively. That means he ain't fighting nowhere else but DAZN. Andy Ruiz was signed to PBC, not to Showtime, not to Fox. So he can fight anywhere as long as PBC thinks it's okay. There's a difference. The dudes you named don't have network deals. They may have a promoter, but they don't have network deals. So you can take them and offer them whatever you want to offer them. You just pay your promoter fee. That's simple. But TBV has a way of just making shit totally complicated.
Yeah, I mean, the only one that made it complicated is you, because again, Wilder is a big enough star that if he happened to have a network deal, the network that he would have that deal with would be willing to do a co-promotion and co-broadcast. And this particular fight is one of those fights. I don't really understand what it is that we're arguing, because that's what the point that I'm making, that the fight needs to happen now rather than later, that we don't really care if they had a tune-up or not. You know, you're arguing economics and other stuff and old offers. Like, we're talking about the offer a couple days ago, man. Like, why not answer them phone calls, man? Like, that's a fight that the public wants, you know?
No, absolutely. Yo, like I don't know. I don't know what's
can you imagine,
more confusing to me.
Can you imagine though? Think about this. What if I said right now that Earl tweeted
that you would never cut me off ever again a day in your motherfucking life? I'd say that would make me the happiest fucking person in the world, motherfucker.
I bet you wouldn't say that you believed it.
Hell no. I don't believe shit come out your mouth. The fuck?
Imagine Earl tweeted, yo, they tried to lock me in. Come on, man. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Imagine Earl said, I'm going to fight Ugas again because some people thought he almost dropped me. I'm going to right them wrongs. Imagine that. Imagine Earl fights Sturman next and not Bud. Imagine that.
Not a bad fight.
No,
not
imagine
the fight
it though.
I want.
Imagine it though. Imagine it though. Like, come on, man. Why are we lying? Like, we boxing fans. We ain't gotta lie. We know what we want. SDX Renzi, what up?
What it do, champ?
What it do?
Good morning. Good morning. Shout out Ness. Shout out Danny from the crib. Man, I just tuned in a little bit late, but if we still talking about this Wilder in this Joshua fight, I don't know. I caught a little bit of what CYP said. I'm just looking at it like this. Anthony Joshua had his shot to do the right his wrongs with Usyk. He didn't do it. The man need time off. He don't need to be calling out no Wilder, because if he fight Wilder, his excuse is that he wasn't ready for it yet. We all know that AJ is not mentally. After that breakdown, the man just went crazy in the ring. I don't want to see him in there with Wilder unless he 100% back. That's like putting Arrow in there with Bud.
He got a December date, champ.
Huh?
So he got a December date, and this is what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, you pay a monthly fee to see AJ. So now you about to see him in a tune-up because Wilder didn't answer the phone.
Yeah, but I'm saying I would rather see that only because of the fact, like, I don't feel that he's ready for that fight right now. Like, he really needs to get his groove back. He needs to really get in there and work out the little kinks that he got, because for him to even feel like he was fucking with Usyk, like, after you didn't give it your, like, what you were saying.
But Renzi, Styles make fights. Like, Wilder don't fight nothing like Usyk. Wilder don't move like Usyk. Wilder don't move like Usyk. AJ don't gotta run and hunt him down. Wilder's big as hell, and he gonna be there to make the ring small as hell.
Okay. So now answer me this, Ness. So do you believe that if Wilder catch AJ with the same shots Usyk was catching him with, it's gonna be a fight that you would?
Hell yeah, Wilder put his big ass down.
See, so you trying to do him like they trying to do Thurman the Boots then?
No, because AJ might put Wilder ass down. What are you talking about? We seen it now.
Nah, I don't see
that.
Hold
on, champ. Hold on.
All right.
Last I checked, Tyson Fury was fucking pillow fisted per Wilder. And now all of a sudden Fury a knockout puncher because he knocked out Wilder. Who else he knocked out? Go ahead, tell me another name. Go ahead, I'll wait. Who?
No.
Give me a name. Who else he knocked out? Who else he knocked out though?
I'm not saying that though. I'm not gonna make that argument, but I'm just saying that, like you said, it shows that he can be knocked out, but I don't see AJ doing it. AJ couldn't knock out a cruiserweight.
AJ hit harder than Fury.
He couldn't put down a cruiserweight, and he been knocking out heavyweights.
And that cruiserweight might have a chin.
All right. Okay, so you saying Usyk got a better chin than Wilder?
Maybe.
So then that's the case. Then we could call Usyk over Fury, because that's the only thing that's gonna be able to get him out of there.
Maybe we at least gonna see that fight. At least they negotiated in 48 hours.
Yeah, but I was gonna finish to say this, man. I ain't gonna lie. If Wilder loses this fight with Helenius, I see that fight being more a thing, but I feel like Wilder should at least get his chance to fight Helenius. Because right now,
Renzi, be honest. If Wilder loses to Helenius, you think the AJ fight is there?
Yeah. Come on, why not? Both of them didn't been getting their ass
I'm gonna
whooped.
tell you why. Because Helenius ain't Andy. Helenius don't got no fucking country. Helenius ain't the first Mexican unified champ. Helenius ain't gonna get the clout Andy got off of beating Wilder the way Andy got off of beating AJ.
That's a fact.
Don't fucking lie to yourself. If he beat Wilder, Wilder's done. Stick a fork in him, he's done. You lost to your sparring partner. Don't lie to yourself. You better off, let me tell you something. You better off losing to AJ because he was the top. Helenius ain't the top. He's one of the top 10. He ain't the top. The top is Wilder, Fury, AJ. Usyk. Usyk, Fury, AJ, Usyk, Wilder, whatever.
Yeah. So you saying Wilder lose to Helenius is over, retire?
Bruh, he almost retired after losing to Fury. How is ego gonna feel he lose to his sparring partner?
I feel you. All right, but so that's what. But then
Nah,
I guess that's
fact.
what AJ's banking on, that he want to lock it in just in case. Worst come to worst, they already got that lined up. But I feel like from what we've been saying, I just don't think that Wilder should be trying to look past Helenius. He just need to focus on getting that shit done first.
But listen,
Bro,
for all we know,
what y'all guys need to understand, I just fucking said it earlier. How many big fights haven't been done with another fight ahead of time? Did Wilder and Ness not go across the fucking pond to announce Wilder Fury won, even though fucking Fury had
Pineda,
some fucking
Pineda.
painter? So they got a guy that's a painter Monday through Friday, right? That he knocked out. So that fight was being negotiated, even though Fury had a fight, on the line. Canelo Chavez Jr., right? That fight took place.
Man.
Gennady gets in the ring immediately after the fight, already announced date, venue, everything.
Danny, Ward negotiated with Sergey Kovalev. He had the 2 fights before Kovalev, so everybody knew he was fighting Kovalev. Motherfucking Joshua and Vlad got right in the ring after. This is common. It's common. It's theatrics to set up the next fight and have him come in the ring. CYP's trying to make it foreign to make his argument. But at the end of the day, we just want the fight. And right now, they both on the same playing field. They both off losses. There's no big eyes and little U's. It was the perfect time to negotiate. I got some other callers, though. Looks like I should know this number by heart, man. I'm sorry. Fucking hell. Who are you? I see you often, bro. I'm going to get this one down pat. Oh, it's James Payne. See? I knew it.
Champ, cut to yourself, please.
Yes.
James Payne is my name.
How about you?
Hold up. On my porch, I see you chilling in your wheel. Boy, I hope you know somebody better be waiting on bitch. James Payne, baby, see me pissing on the post. If we're playing basketball, you might see me in the post.
What up? James to the Payne.
What up, Mike?
What up, Mike?
What up, my guy? Can you hear me?
Perfect.
It's me checking in from the great state of Tennessee. It's your boy James, Payne, Mr. Leaping himself. Like I know. The best part of waking up, TVV in my cup, man. I'm a little flat today, man. I got something going on with my voice, but check it. AJ Wilder, man, we need this fight, yo. And I really, really hope that we can get to a point with Wilder's team where they'll become willing to hear it once we get Wilder out of this fight that he's
willing to answer the phone back, man. Willing to answer the phone back.
Absolutely, man. Come on, bro. Let's just go ahead and, man, let's get this thing done, man. It makes all type of sense, and for me, it's where these guys
let me ask you
are
something,
in
man.
their
Let me ask you
careers.
something. With your experience as a promoter, have you ever had a fighter on one of your cards where he already had a fight lined up And all he had to do
Bro,
was
it's all
win.
the time, bro. We have they next 2-3 fights lined up,
Oh,
but the
okay.
outcomes
Who do you work
of the
with?
fight that they're in.
For those that
boxing.
just, because they might not know that you work very closely with a promoter every single day. Who is it?
TriStar Boxing.
TriStar Boxing Promotions. Where you guys based out of? Where?
Yeah. We out of Tennessee, man.
How many shows?
Tennessee,
How many
Nashville,
shows?
Tennessee.
How many shows a year would you say TriStar does?
Shit, man, at least 12. At least, man. We.
So
man,
at least
we don't stop, baby.
a very minimum of one show per month.
Per month at the minimum.
So would you
Sometimes
say?
we
Would
doing
you say?
3 shows a month?
Would you say that you feel that you have enough experience or education on the matter?
Well, I would say that even though there is a fight that's inked and a fighter has a immediate obligation to compete in a fight, that they still should be able to negotiate their next move. And I mean, I give you a prime example. When Big Baby came down here to fight for us, he already had his next fight lined up. It was just a matter of the fact he had to fulfill his obligation here, and he did. And then, they're working out the kinks on their next fight. I haven't heard much about it because I stopped checking for it because he did what he needed to do for us. But he already had things in the works, and he was saying that he was looking to fight another 4 to 5 times before the year was out. I don't know if he's going to be able to accomplish that because it's only a little bit less than 4 months left in the year. But I'm just saying that to say this, his team had a plan. They're working their plan. Now, things do change, something to their game plan as you can. And so, with this situation, Wilder has the obligation. Well, it's good. Let's get them back in the ring, get that rust off of him. Man, that was a devastating knockout he experienced against Fury. But I think the good thing in this situation is that we're not tainted by seeing Wilder get fucked up by somebody else other than Fury. The same way for AJ. AJ just can't get past the Usyk hurdle. But who else do I want to see them in there with? These are the top 4 names in the heavyweight division. The heavyweight division doesn't move if these 4 guys are not mentioned. And right now, I think that Wilder AJ fight, okay, it's not going to make the $1 billion bag that it once was when they were undefeated, but it's still a damn good fight. It's going to move the needle. They announced their fight is going to be headline news on ESPN. The broadcasters both are going to make a mint. So, I mean, I think that we can get this fight, and it's just beautiful to hear Eddie and AJ say that they want to make that fight, because I remember the games that they were playing when they were trying to block the fight. So I just would like to see a willingness to work together and get past the details and the red tape and actually get some progression with their fight. That's all I wanted to say, because I really would like to see their fight. There is definitely a public interest there, and it makes monetary sense, and that's my call.
All right, champ. We appreciate you calling in. You know the number to call in is coming across the screen. 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, you could also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. Yup. We back using Skype out here, man, because, we've gotten a lot of complaints, and we're trying to make sure that we hear you guys, and that we send the message back out to you that we hear you loud and clear. So we've transferred back to Skype. Looks like I got Kentrell in Phoenix. What is up?
What's going on, Ned? So I've been listening, and I personally think that AJ and Wilder need to get an easy little win, and then the fight is huge again. In fact, I think the fight will be bigger than Undisputed. Not because of the belts, but I just think that AJ and Wilder is such a big fight. I don't think Usyk can sell pay-per-views by itself. I don't think Usyk and Fury, I don't think that'd be worried now. I don't think people are not going to go crazy about the fight. I don't think. I could be wrong. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree. It ain't
So,
gonna. It'll never be as big as AJ Wilder to me. So I don't know.
But I feel like AJ and Wilder will be a lot bigger after they get their little comeback wins. Cause it's still like a lot of us. Okay, you can't beat just one guy. That's fine. Both of them couldn't beat one guy.
Yeah, but
So,
why do they
I think
need an
that'd be-
easy win? Like, if you know they're gonna win in the easy win, like, why do they need that win? What does it prove? What does it give them? Everyone knows it's an easy win.
It's just for the casual fans, man. Like, okay, so when I live in the UK, man, people love AJ. Like, they was going crazy for this man. So if he win, I'm telling you now, them blokes gonna be like, yeah, AJ back, mate. He'll knock out Wilder in 2. And boom, you brought the casual back to the sport just like that by an easy little knockout. You know what I mean? Because when Wilder knocked out Brazil, everybody was like, oh, shit, you know? So that's why I would say so, but I'm really ready to see the fight, too. This is going to be a hell of a fight, though. And Wilder bogus for not picking up the...
Say what?
That's my call.
He said he's bogus for what?
I said Wilder's bogus for not picking up the phone this time when they called him talking about the insurance
Bro, that was
crap.
Shelly.
So I was
Don't
reading
blame
it like, what?
Deontay. That was Shelly.
Yeah, but Shelly Nah, but Shelly showed him the offer. Shelly ain't bogus. Shelly did his fucking job. Shelly did his job. He showed Deontay the offer. If Deontay wanted to fight, he would have instructed his manager to do whatever he instructed his manager to do. Instead, he instructed his manager to do absolutely nothing. He told him, don't call back. Because if Wilder didn't get that offer, if Shelly didn't know, if Shelly didn't take Wilder the offer, why is Wilder out here tweeting that they tried to lock him in? That's what he's saying. So that means Shelly carried that motherfucking email and showed it to him. He motherfucking forwarded it to him, or he picked up the phone and told him about it, or he carried that shit physically to his ass and said, look, this was on the table. What you want to do, champ? And the champ said, no. They trying to lock me in before they lose. They know they gonna lose. That's what Wilder said. Let's not lie.
Man, whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
We know what
is the
happened.
Truth is the truth.
Who we got, champ?
We got LV Slugger.
Only time y'all see me in Rays is when I turn into the Bronze Mama. I want a body, and he gonna be the body. The ambulance better be ready. The medical better be ready. The referee better be ready. They better have that towel to be able to throw it in.
SDS Promotions.
I'll be right.
LV Slugger.
Baby V, fellas, y'all hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, just a lot of bullshit I feel like going on with Eddie and AJ. You know what I'm saying? They may have, sent the offer or tried to get in touch, but, we seen what they done before in the past. Like, it's just like the boy who cried wolf. They continue to do something and expect me just to,
Bro, Wilder confirmed. Wilder confirmed. So you can stop. You can stop making stories up. Wilder confirmed. So if it was a bad offer, Wilder would have said it was a bad offer. If it was a slave contract, Wilder would have said that. Stop making up stories in your head and putting them out in the air.
Ain't nobody made up nothing. You gotta listen before you just get on your little rant.
I mean, I'm
Like I
listening.
said,
I'm listening to you say. I'm listening to you say that they did this before. You said they did this before.
They sent out bullshit.
So you trying to insinuate? You trying to insinuate that this offer is bullshit?
Nah, you gotta let me talk. Yeah, you gotta let me talk.
No, stop insinuating.
You talking before you gotta listen. Nah, you gotta listen.
Stop
You gotta learn how to
insinuating.
listen. Like I said, they sent out bullshit offers before. So just because you serious now, don't expect me just to come on and run off just because you ready now.
LV Slugger.
To deal with over here.
LV Slugger, do you
It don't work like
understand?
that.
Do you understand that this is not him showing that he's serious now. You see what I'm saying? Don't come on here with your fucking lies if you don't got the facts.
You going in the biggest fight of your career trying to send offers.
LV,
what the fuck is you talking about? You need to be trying to win. You in the biggest fight of your
LV, don't change the subject. LV, don't change the subject.
I'm not switching.
Don't change the subject. You trying to tell us what AJ should be worried about? What he ain't got to worry what you worry. He ain't got to think what you think.
We got business done over here. We got business over here.
Man,
that shit you trying to do
this
is
the second offer. This the second offer. This the second offer. Do you know that? 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 Because you trying to act like this all of a sudden new energy. You trying to act like this new energy, LV.
He on that bullshit.
Oh, he said, okay, so AJ's on the bullshit.
When you see that I'm popping, I got shit going on. Now you want to say
AJ is the one that's bullshit. He the one sending offers. He the one sending offers. He the one sending offers, so he bullshitting. He the one trying to fight. So AJ trying to fight Wilder. AJ trying to fight Wilder, so he sent the offer. He bullshitting.
You gotta see through the bullshit, man.
I gotta go, man. I gotta go, man. Y'all delusional, man. Y'all delusional. AJ is the one bullshitting because he's sending an offer. Listen to this guy. AJ is bullshitting because he's sending an offer. I can't, man. You can't make this shit up with these dudes. They delusional. Delusional. Oh, now he trying to act like this. No, he sent the offer. Almanac, what year was Fury Wilder won?
That was December 1st, 2018, champ.
So he sent another offer right after that. And Wilder said, no, I want to right my wrongs. And we respected that. But we would also respected him to go into an undisputed fight. Don't lie. So now he sends another offer. You trying to lie to my audience and tell them, oh, he just got this energy. Where was this energy at when they was been trying to make the fight? Okay, so Almanac, how many offers you remember Wilder sending to AJ?
I don't remember.
Okay, he sent one, the 50 million. That's it. That's all.
So that was Showtime pay-per-view, right?
It should have been. But
okay.
That's all. That's all. So AJ sent 2 flat fees, which I think were disrespectful because, you know, who super fights flat fees, right? Who flat fees super fights? But he got 2 offers there. Then he got the DAZN 4-fight deal. And now, after the draw, another deal. And then this last deal. So it looked like he trying to fucking fight to me. He looked like he trying to fucking fight to me. I mean, I need people to stop lying, man. That's a lot of fucking offers when Wilder only sent 1. And only thing a Wilder fan can say is, oh, well, he bullshitted us. He bullshitted us. Okay, well, that was all before 2018. What year was the fight again? What date?
December 1st, 2018, the first one.
So AJ and Eddie, I am admitting, so that we don't waste time, I don't need nobody to waste their calls on talking old shit. AJ and Eddie was bullshitting before the Fury Wilder fight. After that, they've been sending legit offers. So, you know, Wilder confirmed that he got that offer. That's all. CYP counterpunch.
AJ just lost, but we over here talking about Wilder not answering a phone call, even though he can make another phone call today or tomorrow or the next day. I love how you keep trying to lie to the audience about timelines. Wilder did try to make undisputed before he fought Brazil in OCs. He didn't say, I want to right my wrong. He said that after negotiations fell apart between DAZN and AJ for undisputed. Let's stop the bullshit. We've been on the show too long.
That's what I said, CYP.
So No, you said he didn't try to make undisputed. He said he wanted to right his wrong.
No. Only time I said that, listen to me, only time I said that was after the draw with Fury,
Yes.
that's when he said
Yes.
that. That's exactly what I said, bro.
No.
It's all right. It's all right.
You're
Cool.
forgetting the
I
timeline.
didn't say it.
You're
Cool.
forgetting
Cool.
the timeline.
Cool.
You're forgetting the timeline. The timeline was the draw, then the negotiations with the zone fell through. So he went from the draw and was still trying to fight AJ on the zone deal. It went through. Then he fought Ortiz and Brazil after that. Then Fury 2 more times. You're confused about the timeline. So it wasn't that he was trying to right his wrongs before AJ. That's a lie.
I never said before, brother, but enjoy your day. There was no rights to wrong before AJ. The right to wrong was Fury draw. So I don't know, but thank you for participating. We're going to more callers in. Who's this? Well, actually, we got Mr. PBC on the line in Seattle, Washington.
Premier Boxing Champions presents
Mr. PBC, baby.
Anybody think they see some flaws in my game? Call out.
Hey, Bud, stop crying, nigga. Join the team.
Al Heyman is a blessing to the sport of boxing.
The sun is shining, the chicks stay shining.
Fuck Top Rank. Good job, Al Heyman.
Last time I checked, unification's Trump mandatory.
Because Al Heyman and PBC offered me something bigger. Show me. I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby.
SDS Promotions.
Yo, what it do? Shout out to y'all. Truthfully, in my heart, I feel like Wilder and AJ need to make the fight like today. Fuck a warm up, fuck a tune up. But they obviously need to get a fight in, I guess. But when it comes to negotiations, I mean, pretty sure the zone came out and apologized and stuff before, and I think I remember this. You made a show on Sunday. AJ made a fight with Povetkin. Friday, Wilder accepted the 15, but it was too late. So it is what it is. Tyson Fury said it best. AJ's obviously not trying to make a fight with Wilder. And he knew him and AJ would have the same situations. I just think that, I think the best way to make a big fight is two fights.
Cut it. Bruh. Cut it. You could tell when people on some fanboy shit because Wilder himself said Fury knows he ain't shit because I could have took way more money to fight AJ and instead I signed to fight Fury. So, and this was when Fury was trying to get out the rematch, Danny. So again, he admitted that he got a more lucrative offer to fight AJ, but instead fought Fury. But I got my timeline messed up, and AJ's the one that don't want to make the fight, and Eddie's the one that sends bad deals, according to LV Slugger. You see how these people lie? They lie just to try to make their fighter look better, but you can't. These interviews are out there. So, it is what it is, bro. Wilder, when shit was going south in that Fury fight and Fury was trying to get out the fight, Wilder made it clear that he had received a more lucrative offer to fight AJ that he turned down to be a man and fight Fury. And Fury's now trying to be a coward and get out the fight. But somehow we forgetting this. Somehow we gonna say that this man doesn't want to fight. Okay, cool.
TYP.
Whatevers.
Counterpunch number 3.
Say what bet?
Audience, listen to me clearly. March comes before May. In March, in 2019, he sat down with the zone, had the meeting for the Undisputed. The Undisputed did not go through because AJ's purse was not revealed or his name was not on it. And Wilder only came because he said it was 50-50. They lied to him. Skipper apologized. We understand that. 3 months later, he fights Brazil on Showtime. How did that happen? After. Then he fought Ortiz after. Then he fought Fury. So there was no, I turned down more money to fight Fury. No, he did not turn down more money to fight Fury. He turned down more money. The fight with Fury came 3 fights later. His timeline that he's giving y'all does not make sense. Remember, I'm the guy who studies it. Look it up yourselves. Don't listen to me or Ness. Fuck me. Look it up yourself and see when this shit happened. AJ has always tried to bullshit Wilder. If that shit was legit, they would have fought before Brazil, before Ortiz, and before Fury 2. They would have fought if the zone deal was what they said it was before the meeting. So that's 2 times he bullshitted him on offense. I'm sorry. That's a pattern.
Man, it is sad. You know you in heavy denial when Wilder himself says that he was offered a more lucrative deal and they still mad. Like, he's trying to erase Wilder's words. Man, Lord have mercy. George, actually, we got a new caller here. What is this, Atlanta? This might be Atlanta. What's up, my friend? Who's this?
Yo, this is Digi. I'm a new caller, but I've been watching y'all for a little minute, and I really like y'all viewpoints on the boxing. It's very fair because it's not like both of y'all is just with one viewpoint. I should say it's 2 different perspectives, and I respect that. But the real reason why I called today was there was something very disturbing at the end of the fight with AJ and Usyk that like kind of messed me up because it seemed like his corner was telling him that he was winning the fight. Am I wrong in that?
Well, we watched the fight with no sound. Sorry, bro. Like, we notoriously watched the fight for over 11 years with no sound because we call the fight. So we actually watch the fight and stream ourselves watching it on YouTube during the fight. So if you ever want to join us.
All right, for sure. But I was watching the fight, and his corner was telling him he was winning rounds when he was not. And
AJ's corner or Usyk's corner?
Yeah, AJ's corner. My bad. AJ's corner. Yeah, and it was like, it was crazy because it was like, oh yeah, you up on the rounds, and I think it was like the 6th or 7th round, and I'm like, what? He's losing. He's obviously losing. Why would you tell him that? I think he needs a better corner. I think he needs to go to Sugar Hill.
Who was talking, though? Because I was asking that. You know, I couldn't tell. Like I said, we didn't have the audio.
So from what I saw, because I watched it with sound. From what I saw, it seemed like Angel Fernandez was the one giving instructions.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
The zone, they'll show you obviously both corners. Sometimes they won't show you either corner. It may be commentary, whatever. So from what I saw, it seemed like there may have been only 2 rounds where Robert gave like instruction, really.
At one point, I said like, yo, okay, look, they let Robert talk after Angel because you could see him physically talking, but like we couldn't tell what he was saying or anything like that. But yeah, I'm sure if we visit Robert, you know, he's going to say he didn't have full control because he already said to the media that AJ was complaining about some of the work that he was asking him to put in.
How you doing? Sorry about that.
But
all
right,
that's
champ.
it. I just wanted to see what y'all was saying. I'm sorry.
No problem,
All right.
man. We appreciate you. Looks like we got Georgie to the poor G. In Boston.
Yo, first of all, let me say, I don't pay showtime to see you all there not even putting a goddamn motherfucking effort. If I want to see 2 motherfuckers just fight, I pick up a fight with somebody in the street. Don't need that shit. You don't love that sport, my dude? Just move along. Gone. Fuck you. Next one, great show. Thumbs up, donate.
Georgie, hold on 1 second while we lay CYP to rest for the rest of the morning with this Deontay Wilder tweet from 2020 verified right here that we're about to screen share. Because he's telling me and arguing to my audience how I got my timeline wrong. Look, Deontay says right here, when that fight was a draw, Danny, I'm going to stop there and ask you, what do you think he's talking about?
When that fight was a draw?
Yeah.
Only thing I could think of is the first fight with Fury.
Okay, but I'll give you more of the sentence to further confirm that. I told you that I would give you a rematch.
Yeah, so obviously the Fury fight.
No, I was offered more money to fight Joshua than I was getting to fight you. Again, being a man of my word, I fought you like I said I would. ... Does that sound to you like this was a DAZN deal that CYP continuously is confused? I'm not going to call him a liar anymore. I won't trigger him. I've learned over the years we both make mistakes and we both forget things and we get confused. And in this topic, he's quite confused. He's quite confused. I said he quite confused. Because Danny said that fight took place when, Danny? That first fight?
Was December 1st, 2018.
And this tweet is 2020. Quite confused. He ain't no liar. He just confused. I'm going to leave this tweet up for a minute because he counterpunched. So let him just talk while this tweet is showing, so it can make more sense. Hello, CYP. Hello.
Here we go. ESPN, Dan Raphael.
So Wilder's word is not enough?
Hold on. This is 2018. So we're following the timeline. Don't interrupt me, my guy. You're so smart. Let me talk. The second version of the offer. One of the sources said would have paid Wilder $20 million to fight Brazil. Keep the math. That's 20. $40 million for Joshua. Keep the math. That's 60. A $20 million fight against another opponent determined by the following. That's 40, 60, $80 million. Then another 40 to fight. Hey, that's $120 million. So he's telling you I was offered more money to fight Anthony Joshua. But how would he get the more money? By signing the deal. He has to sign the deal that the zone offered him to make more money than he's getting for AJ. Who doesn't know that? They offered him a deal to fight AJ, not an AJ fight. So he's not. So if you don't understand the difference between that, I promise you, on my unborn son, I will not counterpunch back in if you don't understand the difference between a deal and a solo fight. CYP is out.
And I'll just resume screen sharing this. We're going to George Washington.
The president?
George Washington on Skype.
What up, Ness?
What up, George?
Man. Hey, man, I'm going to just start off by saying, man, I want to see the fight, but I understand where Wilder coming from, bro. He said years ago he was done with AJ. If Hearn would have kept it respectful when it was negotiating back then, it was a lot of bullshit. We did shows about this out of disrespect that Hearn was doing. Years ago, before he fought Fury, Wilder said, I'm done with AJ. I'm done with it. He said he was moving on. And I understand why. He was violent. It was with the bullshit offers and the disrespect on that. It was always something with Wilder. So, hey, if I'm Wilder, I'm looking at it, you cost me my biggest purse in my career, my biggest accomplishment, and now you want me to fight you where all the treasure that was behind it is gone now. I understand him. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the fight, but I see where Wilder coming from with it. So
you rather pay for Helenius then?
I ain't paying for that. You know what I'm saying?
So you gonna steal and not support Wilder?
Yeah. Hey, but hard times in the ghetto, baby.
But at the same time, you saying he doing the right thing.
I ain't saying he doing the right thing. I said I see where he coming from. All yesterday, you talked about this show about how you understand people's feelings, how AJ had the meltdown, but now you saying you don't understand Wilder's feelings on this. It was more than business with Eddie Hearn and Wilder.
Brother, how long do you want me to understand Wilder's side?
Hey man, you can feel how you want to feel. I just
do you not understand? Do you not understand that they stopped sending bad offers after 2018? Do you not understand that I'm screen sharing Wilder's tweet where he's telling you right now to your face that he was offered more money to fight AJ than Fury?
Bro.
So we need to stop bringing up the past and start talking about these offers. Let's start talking about these offers that he turning down that they're more money.
But why is he turning it down? Why is he turning it down?
Because he got a grudge? Because he got a grudge. Because he got a grudge.
Eddie Hearn created that grudge with the bullshit he did.
Doggy, this is boxing. There's something called grudge match. Go get paid for that grudge. That's what
That's
That's
how
what
you
the
feel.
fuck
That's how
Thurman.
you feel.
No, that's how real motherfuckers feel. That's what Thurman is saying. If you don't like me, fight me. If you don't like me, fight me.
When you could have fought me. What was that energy when you could have fought me? Nah, it's on me, huh?
Yeah. No, it's been on you because we've been sending you offers. We've been sending you offers. You ain't sent but one. 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 It only was one. It only was one.
You the reason why we didn't fight.
Yeah, I know.
You the reason why we didn't
Y'all
fight, bro.
terrible, man. Y'all terrible. Y'all don't want that fight. Y'all don't want that fight. Y'all
Come
don't
on,
want that
Ness.
fight. Y'all don't want that fight.
Whatever, bro. You'll let somebody bullshit you talk bad about you.
No, you beat him up. No, you beat him up. When that dude talks shit about you, you beat him up.
I don't need him now.
Ness.
Oh, you don't need him now, so you don't want to fight. You don't want to fight.
That's right. I told you years ago, I'm through with you. I moved on.
Yeah,
I moved on.
Hey, I gotta go too. I'm moving on too, man. I'm the wrong dude to ask, man. Cause
hold on, champ.
What?
Champ, bro. I just want to say thank you, bro, because I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I never thought I would like doing this podcast, and it was 4 years ago today that I first hopped on this podcast back in the infamous Roselle studio. That it ain't even a 10x10 sale. That shit was like a 5x10.
Jada Real, there is an offer. Wilder got it. Shelly received it and sent it to Wilder. Wilder tweeted Saturday night about the offer. So you stop capping. You stop capping. Fuck out of here. Y'all so mad. Y'all so mad. They don't want this to be true. Lord have mercy. You should just turn that energy into telling him to take the fucking fight. It's what we want. We willing to pay for this motherfucker. I want the fight. It's crazy, man. All these excuses just to get a fight, bro. Like, sheesh. We got more callers, though. Keem the Dream, you with us? Keem the Dream in Florida. What is up, champ? Where is this? Let me see. It's been a minute. Got to dust it off. Where is Keem? Oh, here we go.
Wait a minute. You say you know boxing?
Yeah. What is it? Maybe I don't know.
Tell me what a pull counter is.
Pull counter? I've never heard that term before. That must be your term. You must have been busy.
Shake, HBO need to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing. You ain't shit.
What up? What up?
King, what up?
What up, Dan? What up, Ness? Yo, quick, I've been listening to this show, man, good show, but I don't think, I think a lot of this comes down to how Ness is as a person. I noticed over the years, you have co-hosts come and go, but it seems like you never really hold a grudge. Y'all might end on a bad note, but y'all rekindle and you let everybody back on, like always. All your old co-hosts, pretty much anybody I've ever seen you do business with TBV, you don't seem to hold a grudge, right? Like, y'all might fall out, but you'll get it back together, and you always allow them back. So I think that's why you can't really get into the mentality of Wilder, where he's like, yo, I'm done with you, right? Like, I ain't fucking with you. I'm not opening that door back up. So I think that's just what it sounds like to me. Listening.
Bruh, because you know why? Because when I cross into that realm where I'm done with you and I don't fuck with you, I want to put hands on you. And people could talk, people could be in the chat room and say whatever the fuck they want, but we all know the fucking truth.
Nah, I feel you.
That's just that.
But I just think that's what it comes down to, man. I really think it's this is a matter of opinion, and someone like you, like I said, you always really you always been open to let anybody back. People go make YouTube videos about you, and then they'll still be back on the show a few months later or a year later or whatever, right? So I think that's just what it comes down to. Me personally, of course I want to see that fight, dog. Like, absolutely, I still want to see it. But look, I respect Wilder, man.
Hold on. So I know Charlie Z crossed the line because he's talked about the family. But Wilder handled that.
Yeah.
Now I know Brazil crossed the line. But Wilder handled that. Now I know some shit went down in Vegas that Wilder handled that. So don't give me that bullshit about I got a grudge and I can't handle AJ. Y'all just making excuses, man, but it's all good. I like to be the one to receive them and spit them back at you as a bunch of fucking bullshit.
I don't know, man. I think it's a difference with the personal line crossing and a business crossing. You know what I mean? It might just be a business thing. I don't think he hate AJ. Probably don't really want to put.
He fought Brazil.
No.
He fought Brazil. He gave Brazil the fight.
No, for sure. He gave him a minute of glory because he put him out of there quick. But yeah, man, that was really all I had on this topic, man. Like, I want to see the fight, but I get it, man. But yeah, good show, bro.
All right. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it was a thing where, like, it's like, oh, nah, Wilder gets a grudge, he don't fuck with you, cool, I get that. But, like, bro, you've done the do. Like, you don't give a fuck. You put it on him. I mean, matter of fact, we forgetting the whole motherfucking Billy Joe shit. Like, don't give me that. Don't give me that motherfucking grudge shit.
I was thinking that the whole time. But I ain't want to bring it up.
Know what I mean? Doggy, if you don't like what I'm saying, you ain't got to be here. You here because you want to hear what I got to say. You feel me? You ain't got to be here. Shit. You know, Tommy in Florida, what up? What's popping in Florida? What's popping in Florida? Because Keith from Florida, and he say, if you don't like me, fight me. If I'm a weirdo, prove it. Fight me.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm a geek. Fight me.
Let me tell you, Ness, Keith had me worried. When I saw him on the Showtime telecast this past weekend, I was concerned. Not being funny, I was concerned because
you wore white tee.
Ness, I always like to reference things, and you like to say all sayings in life are true, right? So I see fighters without a haircut, I'm like, yeah, he locked in. He in camp. He focused. I see fighters with black Air Force Ones, I'm like, oh, he on some demon shit, right? Yo, my man's Keith was wearing the same white tee Soulja Boy wore in the Crank That video. That shit was like a 5X.
He bringing him back.
Covered his elbows.
He bringing him back.
Bro, with his elbows bent. The shirt still covers the elbow.
Oversized tees are coming back.
Bro, no, let me tell you. The oversized tees never went out of style for the motherfucker crackhead in the hood that you don't know how he's strong because he 120 pounds, but he'll beat the shit out you. And I'm concerned, right? Because I don't know what Keith is going through in life right now. But that shirt was too damn big, and I'm scared. I'm scared he gonna put hands on somebody now.
He ain't want nobody to call him fat. He know how y'all do. He know how y'all do. So he wore oversized tee so you can't see and you can't call him fat.
Like, my man's literally went, I ain't even know y'all got down like that in Florida. I'm thinking that's an East Coast Chicago thing where we could go to the corner store, we could go to the gas station
and get a white tee. Oh, in my white tee. Yo, that shit coming back. Keith from an older generation, man. Y'all don't get it.
Bro, that shit literally covered the whole elbow with the elbow bent, bro. That shit was big as hell. I'm like, Keith, you wild, bro.
Bruh,
I'm scared.
That's nothing. Big Matthew, UK, tell him. He still got that I want to fight energy. He still got that energy. Big Matt, what up?
Shout out to the Boxing Voice. Shout out for Ness for keeping his foot on the Wilder Protection Squad's neck. Shout out to Saudi Prince Mohammed Abdulaziz for making the offer. He clearly listened to Fury. Fury said, get your fucking checkbook out. And the next fucking day, the Saudis got $150 million on the table. I can't wait for that fight. Fury by knockout. As for this AJ Wilder situation, I get it. I want that fight next, just like everybody else. But I think even the hardcores would benefit from them both taking a fight and getting a knockout because, you know, Helenius is a good fighter. You know, that's not a certainty. And getting AJ, you know, Dillian White, get them both back and get their confidence back. I don't want both of these men fighting each other on the backs of defeats and having low confidence. I want them both to fight each other coming off, great wins and,
That's what I'm talking about, man. Let them get back in the fucking win column.
Yeah, that's it. They're definitely not going to fight each other next. They're gonna go away, and they need a fight to get their confidence back. Then there can't be no excuses, right? Because if they both go into the fight coming off 2 defeats, there'll be all the excuses saying, no, he wasn't ready and all this shit. But yeah, I just think that how did they make Fury Usyk in one fucking day? And we still can't get Spencer.
They didn't, bro. They been negotiating that shit. That's what I'm saying, bro. They been negotiating that.
The Saudi Arabians.
Canelo Triple G won. Canelo Triple G.
The Saudis have had this day. They've had this day set up for a long time because Qatar and Saudi Arabia are rivals. They don't like each other. So I feel like Saudi Arabia have done this event before the World Cup final as a way to compete with Qatar.
I'm just happy the Saudis in boxing, man.
Let me tell you, you make a great point, Ness. I know you don't give a fuck about other sports, but he makes a great point. Qatar is hosting the World Cup this year. It will be, towards the end of this year. And obviously the proximity between Qatar and Saudi is right there, right across the sea. So, he make a great point. I could see that taking place. I could see that happening, but
that's the
I'm
report that they're doing it before whatever cup or some shit. I'll send you the link in just a sec. Maybe Rob, you got it. Okay, Rob, if you got it, put it in the chat. We going out to Georgie, who I forgot all about. Pardon me, champ. It ain't never personal.
Hey yo, what's happening, people? Danny, Mr. Gibbs. Listen, I was about to shit on Wilder. I'm a fucking old-time fucking Wilder hater.
Wow.
Because I know he's full of shit, but anyways, I'm going to take his side here. I'm just not going to say no type of grudge or any type of bullshit like that. I think it's a business move. If you check out the timing, AJ just fought, right? Yeah. Wilder is about to fight. So that means that the timing for their fighting being free for the next up is there.
Well, Georgie.
What?
Georgie. Eddie was asked in an interview, and he revealed that he had been reaching out to Shelly, and he had a bunch of money for Wilder. They never answered back, okay?
For a long time, that's not in dispute, baby. I'm not disputing that.
Hear me out. Hear me out. You don't
Let me come back, though.
Yeah, of course. But you don't know if that offer was before Helenius. You don't know because Wilder never answered. Somebody got to care enough to ask Eddie, hey, that offer you said that you sent to Wilder, when exactly was it? Was it before they announced the Helenius fight? Like, somebody got to do a follow-up question. We just assuming that it was after he announced Helenius. We don't fucking know that shit.
No, but what I'm saying is this: regardless, baby, regardless if the offer, how many offers being done to the past until this point, regardless, check out the timing. For Wilder's side, right now is the best point because AJ came out of a loss.
Wilder's off of a loss.
For Wilder, yeah, but Wilder probably gonna win. And then next time they face each other, Wilder gonna have one up that he already fucking won.
Bro, but what's bigger
coming
though?
Out of
What's bigger? You called in the other day saying you didn't want to pay for Helenius. So the whole argument is don't even fight fucking Helenius.
I understand, but this is how they see it. That's how they see it, though. If you really think about it, that's how they see it as a business move. They just they've been milking this shit for a long time. They're not gonna give up now. Now that AJ lost and he about to catch up with one up, that Wilder about to get a fucking win on the record. Next time they meet up, Wilder got a little more advantage, to negotiate on his mind, even if it's not real, but that's what they think, It's a business move. Everybody out there support the channel, donate. I'm out.
Yeah.
Shout out, Georgie. We appreciate you as always, champ. Who we got next?
Shitload of callers, homie. We lit. We lit. We lit. I'm gonna have to take one of these computers back, man, to fix the studio over there and make sure we got the call.
How many computers you got?
I got 3 here plus my laptop, but I don't use my laptop for the show. I use 3 computers, 3 desktops for the show. You need that power. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got that power, you ain't got nothing. What's this? A new caller? Oh shit, Houston. Hello?
Yo.
Yo, who this?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Who this?
This is Casual. Casual boxing fan.
Oh, Casual boxing fan. What up? From the super chats? From the chat?
Yes, sir.
Shout out to you, man.
Shout out, champ. What's good?
All I gotta say is, all that bullshit about extra fights, throw them niggas in there. What we need to see them get another knockout for. This fight been going for years.
Word.
How long did May and Manny beef it out? But guess what? May said, oh yeah, you don't like me? Well, let's fight. And they fought. So how is Wilder still worrying about shit that happened 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago? They offering you good money now. It sounds to me like he just don't want to fight, like he's ducking. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, I hear you, man. We wanted you to, definitely give us your take.
Yeah, that's my call. I'm just saying, it sounds like a duck to me, because that happened years ago. He offering you good money now. You saying no. It is what it is.
All right, champ. Thanks for calling in, man. You know the number to call in. 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. You can also add Nesta Gibb on Skype to be part of the conversation. Jonathan Sims, what up?
Hey, what's going on? Top of the morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thanks for giving me the invite, man. Appreciate that. And thanks for a show. And what's up, Danny, man? Great to see you as well.
Good? What's good, champ? How are you? Good morning.
I'm blessed, brother. Likewise. Ness, I'm with you. I love your emotion and your passion. But as you know, that can sometimes hinder you, like when you went to jail in December because of your passion. And I just think that what Georgie said sums it all up. It was about timing. I think Wilder wants AJ just as much as you want the fight, but it's all about timing. And if you answer calls at the wrong time,
timing meaning when he's no longer even good. I didn't. When anybody can beat him.
I didn't say that, brother. What I'm saying is,
because how many offers does AJ gotta send? When is the fucking timing right? The timing wasn't right. The timing wasn't right when you got a draw with Fury and you could have undisputed. Then the timing wasn't right? When you lost to Fury for 2 times and you're coming off a loss. That timing isn't right either. So when is it right, bro? Like, I'm just a consumer that's disgruntled. I gotta pay for Wilder Helenius when I'd rather pay for Wilder motherfucking AJ. See how simple that is?
And you're so right about that, right? And you're right about those points, but if Wilder answers the call before the Helenius fight, he gives up leverage. Now he has leverage, and we all know Eddie is about leverage. So I don't think it's that Wilder don't want the fight.
We gotta stop being fanagers. What leverage, bro? You just want to fight, man. Now because you're worried about leverage, we got to pay 2 pay-per-views. We got to pay Helenius and Wilder and AJ if it happens next.
But that's boxing. Canelo did it. Floyd did it. They all.
You're terrible, man. You're terrible.
But we know that's boxing, though.
Terrible,
that's like,
man.
Change that.
Meanwhile, if we be talking about Earl and Thurman ducking. You see what I'm saying? Like, this shit crazy, man.
No, it's not
yes,
that.
Yes, it is. I get it.
If Wilder was your fighter, you'd be going about it a different way, just like if AJ.
Negative, man. Negative. That's exactly why I'm not certain fighters' friends, because they don't like what I say.
No, they don't like how you say.
No, they don't like what I say.
Because you have a point with the AJ and Wilder. It's just how you're going about it. You want to act like
I'm telling you the truth. I'm showing you Wilder's motherfucking tweet. He told you. He told you, like he told Fury, you know I was offered more money to fight AJ. And instead I gave you a rematch.
He did.
So now he came out Saturday and told you again, look, AJ sent me an offer and I ain't take it. They tried to lock me in for insurance because they knew they was going to lose. Like, why?
And that's true.
Why? No, it ain't true. Where's y'all mindset? Why y'all fucking worried about he knew he was going to lose instead of the fucking money on the table, the fight you can make, the fight we fucking want?
So let me ask
Bro,
you
look,
something.
I can't give you extra time if we going to be disputing. Because this shit don't make no fucking sense to me. It's like you want a fight, but you want to find a way to make this okay. We literally been wanting this fight since before 2018.
So let me ask you this. Do you think the terms and conditions were favorable to Wilder with the fight Eddie was trying to offer before AJ?
Absolutely. And here's why. Because they stopped sending him bad offers because Wilder made that public October 20th when he took to social media and told Fury that he knew he was offered more money to fight Joshua. That sounds like he's telling you the fucking offer is better, Jonathan Sims.
Well, that was then. I'm talking about this recent. But here's my thing.
Brother, listen, let's just be real. There was one time Eddie was saying Wilder needed to get his motherfucking clout up. After that, Eddie said publicly Wilder did what he had to do. He had a trilogy with Wilder. His name is what his name is, bro. He's there. They not sending bad offers. Y'all making excuses. If it was a bad offer, Wilder would have took to the tweet Saturday and said, see, I knew you was going to lose. That's why I ain't take your shitty offer. He ain't say that. He said you tried to lock me in for insurance. You know what's insurance? I got insurance on my houses, and I'm sure you got it on yours. You know what the fuck it covers? Everything. We get it all back if this house burns or something happened to it. So don't give me the bullshit. When you use the word insurance, we know that motherfucking offer was nice and lucrative. It was lucrative. Just like the last one you took to social media publicly. We didn't got to make excuses, bro. We could just say, it's better for y'all to say, yo, I think Wilder just wanted a tune-up and he deserved it. He had 3 tough fights. And I would be like, you right. But I would still tell you this, Jonathan Sims. Shit, I wish he still would have answered the offer. Because guess what? When I put in an offer in the house, I don't want them to ignore my offer because it wasn't suitable. I want them to tell me. I want them to tell me. I want the agent to at least tell me my clients, they're not accepting anything under that. Anything under XYZ. So don't give me this bullshit stance he took and try to make it fucking right. You trying to make it right. I got other callers, man. I got other callers. You trying to make shit right. It's not fair what y'all do. Y'all pick and choose.
How much
you don't owe me nothing. You don't owe me nothing. You don't owe me nothing.
I got you. Before I go, I sent you a message about maybe adding something to the spin when people cash app to do the spin. Check that out. Let me know what you think. But I just see it a little different. But I do think you have some good points. But thanks for the call.
But at least answer back. At least tell him, bruh, we rather wait till after you fight. Why would I say that to social media? Why would I put the dirty laundry out? I'm showing you I don't want the fight. Y'all need to stop being blind, deaf, and dumb. Y'all really dumb. Like, he's showing you he don't want the fight because guess what? If he wanted it, he would have stood quiet about the offer. Don't say nothing. Now AJ lost. Now send Shelly.
TYP, counterpunch number 5.
But you trying to kill this shit before it even happened by telling everybody the offer in public.
Yo, for one, Wilder responded to Eddie Hearn saying that he sent the offer to Shelly, and Shelly didn't answer. It wasn't Wilder who said it first, so he wasn't airing his dirty laundry. It was Hearn who did it. Secondly, I find it crazy because Danny being mute over there when Danny usually the voice of reason. Danny knows that this fight would not be guaranteed to Wilder if he signed to fight AJ before Usyk. He knows it's not guaranteed. But we're arguing about a man not fucking talking about a fight that's not even guaranteed to him. We're arguing that the next day after AJ, the one who lost. We should be talking about AJ's loss, but we're talking about Wilder not negotiating a fight that he's not even guaranteed to have. That is where we're at TBV. We hate Wilder so much that we can't wait fucking 48 hours for something to dry.
Can I ask you one question?
Let him call today. Why don't you scream at us and tell him, hey, AJ, Hearn, make an offer today. Make an offer tomorrow.
Question?
Do that. Damn.
Can I
ahead,
ask you
man.
one question? So it is your belief that Wilder would have not been guaranteed the fight because if AJ wins, he would have negotiated with Fury for undisputed, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But if AJ loses, then he would have negotiated with Wilder because he doesn't have the belts, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he did lose in actuality, right?
Yes.
So the fight was guaranteed. I gotta go though. Thank you for calling in.
No, it wasn't guaranteed, my man. You know.
Sure it was, man. Sure it was. Come on, man. Like you literally said, you and Wilder are saying that AJ and Eddie sent an offer for insurance in case he lost. So he lost. So you're saying now that the offer that they sent for the backup plan, insurance, was also a fake offer because even though he lost, he wouldn't have took the fight? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Ellie, what up?
Hello, is that me?
Yeah, I mean, U-E-L-Y, right?
Oh yeah. I used to call in all the time. It's Elijah. We used to argue back and forth all the time. You used to hate me. You tried to get on the show one time.
I'm sure you're gonna tell me now how I've evolved and I see the light and I'm not up Wilder's ass, but that's not the truth. I'm just
you didn't even let me speak, bro. I'm just a dude
that tells the truth. I'm just a dude that tells the truth. I'm just a dude that tells the truth, right and wrong. That's all.
Bro, let him talk.
Now, is that I know him. I know what he gonna say. He know he was gonna say that. I beat him to it like Eminem.
See, I'm letting you speak, Ness. I know you're old man. You like to speak. You can't control your emotions. But are you done yet? Okay, he's gonna air me. Okay, cool. What I wanted to say is, real ones never respected Wilder's character. It took you too long to realize Wilder's character was fake. But real ones in this universe, we know Wilder's a phony. He's emotional. He's a phony. The Don never wanted to fight AJ. Every other fighter that disrespects him, he says, "I'm gonna get you in the ring and destroy you." Comes to White and AJ, he starts talking about his feelings, what they did to me. I want this, I want that. Real ones, and the only reason why all these fans got behind Wilder, all these black fans, they just wanted to something to grab onto. Oh, we got a King Wilder. We got a king now. Let's get behind him. Real ones know Wilder. He fought a fat Oompa Loompa named Stevan. Fought an old guy on medication, Ortiz. Wilder's a joke. Real ones don't respect him. He fought Fury because he knew at the beginning Fury couldn't punch, but then fought him again, trying to tell the world that this is me being a stand-up man. But why didn't you fight AJ for undisputed when you've been saying you wanted undisputed from day?
Come on, look, I'm gonna try and talk to you like a civilized man for a few minutes to see if you could at least admit to reason. Like,
all right, go on.
So you're gonna really say that Wilder's not a real one?
Hell no, he's a phony.
So wait. So are you talking like from a emotional standpoint or from a fighter standpoint?
I'm talking from a character and emotional standpoint because everything the guy preaches about disrespect, about if you want to fight me, come to me. When White and AJ were on this guy, like White on rice, he constantly making excuses. But when it comes to other fighters, he just fights them.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just, I'm letting you do you. I was just trying to make sure because I disagree. I don't think that a person fights a person 3 times who the world sees he's got his number.
Yeah.
And he fought him because he wanted to, he was competitive. He was a real one.
You've just been saying that after the first fight, he didn't owe him anything. Why didn't he fight for undisputed?
He didn't.
Okay.
Well, because you know why? Because there's people like you. So he.
No,
Elijah, let's be real.
Run on us. You try run on us. You think Wilder thinks people in the world are dumb like him.
No,
we're not dumb.
No.
There's
people like you. There's people like you. Listen to me, Elijah. Be honest. Did you think Wilder won the first fight? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, I'm done with you.
Yes or no? Okay, well, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. See how easy that is? CYP, what up?
confused here.
What up,
So you
CYP?
think because I'm here. I'm confused here. Could AJ not offer Wilder today?
Say again. I'm sorry.
Could AJ and Hearn not offer Wilder right now? Could they not? Right now?
Absolutely.
They can offer him, right?
Absolutely, they can.
Okay, cool. So since he can, didn't he lose? He lost though, right?
Yep.
So if he lost and could still offer him after he lost, then who the fuck cares if he didn't accept the offer before he lost? Nobody cares because it's not a one-time offer.
I got
you
a
can offer him
question
anytime
for
you want to.
I got a question for you based off that.
Go ahead.
So why is it okay, right? Why is it okay for Wilder to care and hold a grudge, but AJ won't? So and what I mean by that is Wilder has now come out and said they tried to lock me in for insurance. You know, Eddie didn't take a negative stance. He said, yo, I sent them an offer. I got a ton of money for Wilder. Shelly just didn't answer, right? He didn't say nothing bad. Wilder, on the other hand, has kind of taken a negative stance, saying that they were using him to lock him in as insurance because they thought they would lose, right? Instead of like you said, now they lost. Now let's talk. Now we on an even playing field. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't. He took to social media. And what does everybody say except me? Except me. You know I love social media, but everybody says.
Hold on, man.
What?
I'm confused. Okay. Why do you keep saying he went to social media when Eddie Hearn was the one who told us about the call? Like, why do you do that?
Because of what Wilder said.
I just see.
Eddie.
Why go to social media? Why did Eddie go to social media?
I told you. I guess your phone broke out. I said earlier. I said Eddie said the offer, but he made it clear, nothing negative. He was like, "We got a bunch of money for Wilder. Shelly just hasn't answered."
Nothing negative.
No.
Nothing negative. We have a whole show on it right now about negativity.
I got the
negative.
tweet right here. I'm going to screen share it because I don't know. Maybe you don't know what we're talking about.
Are we not having a show?
CYP? He's saying what
I
Eddie
know
said
that.
wasn't negative.
It was negative.
No,
it was negative because Wilder turned it down. And then people are saying, like my man Ness right now, why not? Why not pick up the phone? Why not? That's the negativity that comes from what Eddie said.
Here you go, right here.
Don't you get that?
All Eddie said, all Eddie did was reveal that an offer was made, and his quote is, "I got so much money for Wilder in an offer, but they never come back to me." End quote. That's all he said.
Thank you. That's not to make Wilder look good. That's not to make. Nobody asked him about that shit. Why is he doing that? Why is he trying to tell the world Wilder and them don't want to fight? Why? For something positive?
He was asked the question.
Come on, man. Like, see, that's the shit we're talking about. This show is back to normal, where we're using Wilder for views and clickbait. When are y'all gonna let that shit go, man?
That is crazy.
Y'all got it, man. I'm gone.
Yeah, you gotta be done, bro, because you don't want to like deal with logic. Eddie is a very popular promoter, more popular than all the other promoters except Al. I'm sure Al Heyman interviews would do better numbers. So everyone asks Eddie a million questions. So we're arguing about this fight. We got great numbers on this fight. We got great callers on this fight. It's because there's interest in this fight. So you don't think a journalist is going to ask Eddie about Wilder Fury? Or excuse me, Wilder AJ? Like, I'm lost, man. I mean, the Seconds Out interview is there. We don't have to make anything up. Radio Raheem is doing his job. Like, you know, people ask questions. That's how that happened. He's a promoter. He made the offer. Like, you know, I don't get it. I don't get it. All I'm saying is they could have picked up. They could have answered. They could have said, hey, let's talk after the fight. I wish you luck, yada, yada. See you after. None of that. None of that. Instead, we got what we getting now. But I got some more callers here. We going out to Unknown Known.
Yo, what up, guys? What up? Unknown Known up in here. Chi-Town Gangster, representing Chicago. Hey, just want to shout out Danny. Hey, man.
Shout out, champ.
What's up, guys? Everything good? Hey, so, like, okay, look. Fury. Tyson Fury, I don't know how y'all say he ain't got no power. He got the most power in the heavyweight division, bro. he's knocking everybody out. Whoever fights him is getting knocked out. Okay. Now on to Wilder, AJ. They should fight. I don't know why he's fighting Helenius. That they should just throw AJ Wilder in the ring before something worse happens to both of them. It's a big fight. The most money is right now. Right now is the most money that they're going to get because, to be honest with you, I don't see Wilder doing really anything much more, or AJ. Look at Wilder lost a bunch of muscle. I don't know why he's trying to get skinny. AJ's trying to get skinny. So throw them two little skinny dudes in the ring and let them bang it out. And I'm going to be honest, Wilder is going to knock AJ out. AJ ain't got no killer instinct. At the Usyk they don't even got no killer instinct. Both of them suck. That was a boring-ass fight. Nobody was doing anything. They both were scared. Usyk's over there running and dancing around, and AJ just coming forward, ready to get knocked out. Fury will have a field day with both of them dudes. He'll knock both Usyk and Fury and AJ out in the same night. I don't know what they're trying to do, but, man, if they want to make the most money, AJ got to fight Wilder right now while it's hot, because if they wait, nobody's going to want to see that fight. Fury's the king. And, but, yeah, I think that they should fight now, man, sooner than later, because they're still hot. If Wilder loses to Helenius, man, I feel sorry for Wilder because he's going to be over. Nobody's going to probably want to see him anymore. And AJ, man, AJ's scared, bro. Look, he did more damage at the press conference and after the fight than during the fight. He's a little baby. He's a little crybaby. You know what I mean? And he just needs to do something. He needs to toughen his ass up and do something. If he can't box, then he should go to the UFC, or he should do some bare knuckle fighting. I mean, he could still stay in the combat sports realm, but boxing, I don't know, man. He don't know how to fight, bro. He's big as hell, but he don't know how to fight.
Thank you for calling in. Looks like we got Cash in Jersey. What up?
Yo, what's going on?
What up?
Y'all can hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. Shout out to the boxing voice, man.
Thank you.
Hey, yo, the disrespect, the Wilder disrespect gotta stop, man. I mean, listen, man. He gonna answer the call when he wanna answer the call. Like, at the end of the day, just because Eddie Hearn say something, he gotta jump. I mean, obviously, it's been disrespect there. So, he already got a problem with him. I still think they gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, but as far as saying, you know, Wilder, you know, he didn't answer the call. Like, I mean, he ain't got to jump yet. He ain't got to jump. He just, AJ just lost. Mind you, I already think Deontay Wilder going to put his ass anyway. And judging by that last fight from Usyk and Joshua, Wilder will put both of them. But like I said, he ain't got to jump just because Eddie Hearn say something. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like, what we like, 48 hours in? He ain't got to jump yet,
bruh.
So you putting a lot of pressure on Deontay Wilder, like,
bruh. I don't think you know.
What's up, man?
That it wasn't an offer after the fight. It was way before the fight. You know that, right? That's why Wilder came out Saturday after AJ lost and said they tried to lock me into a fight because they knew that they would lose. It wasn't 48 hours, bro. You coming with this energy and you don't got the facts, homie.
All right. I mean, like I said, I get what you saying. But even if, does Wilder really have to jump just because
He don't gotta jump. He don't gotta jump. But my friend, do you want the fight or not?
No, that's a fact. I
All right,
definitely want the fight.
So now, do you even know when we first started talking about this fight? How many years? You know how long it's been? How long it's been since they've been trying to get this shit over the hill? So how much longer? How many more passes? How many more tune-ups? How many more losses? They don't even got belts no more. Like, we still making excuses for two grown-ass men that their job is to fight.
All right, let me ask you a question. Who, at this point, who need to fight more, though? Do Joshua need to fight more than Deontay Wilder?
The boxing fans. I don't want to see no fucking Helenius. I'd rather see AJ. I'd rather see Dillian White.
Exciting? I mean, at the end of the day,
Dillian White beat Helenius.
Deontay Wilder. Hold on. Even though Fury beat Deontay 3 times, Deontay is still the most exciting fighter in the heavy 2 times. Facts. Deontay Wilder is still the fucking most exciting heavyweight boxer in the division.
And that's why we want to see him. That's why we want to see him with AJ. Because when Usyk punched AJ in the face, he don't fall. But if Wilder hit him, he might fall. We ain't saying nothing, but we want a good fight.
Why? All right, listen, that's why I fuck with the boxing voice. Shout out to Danny. Shout out to you, Ness. You know what I'm saying? Greatness, recognize greatness. I've been watching you grow, Danny, you know what I'm saying, from the interviews and then doing the interviews, but also I forgot the word that I'm looking for when somebody speak another language and you got to being an interpreter and different things like that. I'm watching everything, man. Y'all keep being great and keep winning. That's a great show. I know niggas is talking shit, but stay on your shit. Yeah, I mean, I'm rocking with y'all, man. Cash out.
Appreciate you.
Shout out, champ. Appreciate the call.
C-Dub, Atlanta. Not Atlanta, right? This is Alabama.
Champ, send that link over.
Which one?
Yo.
Because my phone about to die.
Go for it.
TBV, what's good? Audio good?
Yep.
Yo, TBV. Shout out Rainwalk, Ness. Smash that like button. It's free, man. Yo, shout out, man. Yeah, Ness, you just got to listen to people, man. You got to know, you just got to know, man. Now the rabbit got the gun. You heard the last caller, you know.
Rabbit
now AJ got to get his profile.
Y'all hilarious,
Now AJ got
man.
to get his. Let me.
Rabbit got the gun. It's that y'all so brainwashed, man. Why y'all talking about A-side, B-side? Both these men have lost. There's no A-side. There's no more belts. Y'all still talking about rabbits and guns and A's and B's, man. Y'all don't want the fight. I want somebody to tell me when they first started to go so I could count how many years. Danny, please. How long has it been?
I was about to get on there.
How long? What was the first year? What was the first offer?
Let's not even mention the flat.
What year did Charles Martin turn champion?
For your Corvette.
What year did Charles Martin
get $1 for your Corvette, man?
What year did Charles Martin lose the belt, man? I want to know the truth, man. Y'all terrible, man. That's crazy, yo. He said the rabbit. He said the rabbit got the gun, man.
All right, hold on. Okay,
show me 5 purses. Show me 5 purses of Wilder's that match AJ's on paper.
Listen. The first
rabbit got the gun. What gun? What gun? What gun he got? What rabbit?
They were discussing.
Who's
man.
the
Don't
rabbit?
Count them.
Who's the rabbit and who got the gun?
The zone C. I'm about to tell you. So the zone CEO say he dropped the ball. So don't even mention those. They still playing games. Wilder got 800 pay-per-view buys. Can AJ match that? We don't know. Okay, AJ lost to a smaller man. They don't even think AJ a heavyweight anymore. You got to go back and get your profile up. Go back and get a win. Be the top 20 heavyweight like I'm about to do. Bounce back like me because I'm about to be the top 20 heavyweight and show and keep my name at the top.
So you don't want to. So you don't want them. You don't want them to fight each other. They got to fight someone else.
AJ. No. I mean, Wilder fighting Helenius, which is a top 20 heavyweight. He need to do that. He need to do that to get his confidence back. We need AJ to do the same, man. Get your confidence back. Be the top 20 heavyweight.
Lord.
So get your profile up because people saying you're not a heavyweight no more because you just lost to a cruiserweight twice. That's what people saying.
Get your profile up. I see what it is. I see what it is.
Come back and hot, and now you got to beg me.
So this is what it is.
Now you got to beg me.
This is what it is. So it's nana boo boo. I gotta go, man. I can't talk to I can't talk to a grown ass man. All I hear is nana boo boo. That's what I hear. Oh, when I wanted to fight, you ain't want to give me the fight. Now you need me. No, I ain't gonna let you play with me. You sound like a big-ass kid, man. I hope you ain't got no kids teaching them that nonsense. Nana Nana Boo Boo. This is what I'm dealing with. Grown ass men babies. You grown man babies. He really still holding old grudges. That's what he talking about. Nana Nana Boo Boo. Take the fucking pamper off, man. Don't call my show with a bib on ever again. Motherfucker sucking on pacifiers out here. You dudes are weird, man. Holy mother of God. Casual boxing fan says, listen, I don't care how sad AJ is or how bad Wilder thinks Eddie tried to hold him. Just make the fight. It's for the fans, not just for them. Totally agree. Totally agree. We got my man's in from the UK. I gotta find this, man, because you be rarely calling her. You know how that is. He only calls in when we talking AJ, so let me see where this is at. Let me see. Shit. What color are you, bruv? Nope. All right, this is gonna take some time, longer than I thought. We'll go to guest user. Who are ya? Let me see. It usually tells me on Skype. Let's see here. It is. I don't see it. All right. Well, the only person on Skype that we haven't gone to, I can't see your username, buddy. If you feel like we haven't gone to you, I'm talking to you. All right. Well, then I'll go to Coyote. Oh, there he goes. What's up? Who's this?
It's Info Joe.
Oh, well, you ain't got no username, champ. I can't help you. What up, though?
I thought I put that in there. Okay, let me burn, man. Hey, I'm just tripping off all the hardcore boxing fans that are still tripping off the money in the business, man. We've been talking about this fight for years, way before we was talking about Wilder versus Fury, right?
2016.
Yeah, for years. Word up. They both coming off losses, back-to-back losses. Neither one of them has no leverage to me. The fight shouldn't
Nah,
be
you
made,
crazy?
man.
You ain't here, C-Dub? The rabbit got the gun now.
No, they both coming off both back-to-back losses. Ain't nobody should have no leverage. As a hardcore boxing fan, fuck the business what was said 5 years ago, 10 years ago. We need this fight. We talked about this fight way more than the Spence-Crawford fight, way more than the Fury-Wilder fight. This was the talk at one time. It need to be made,
6
man.
years.
6 years. Yeah, man. Why not make the fight, man? I'm tripping off y'all still making up excuses for both of the fighters.
Word is born.
Usyk is gonna fight Fury. So what else is left? They're not gonna make money.
Nah, these dudes want them to have tune-ups. They talking about, let them fight 2 other people, get their confidence up.
Wilder is not gonna make the money that fighting the winner out of Ruiz versus Ortiz that he's gonna make with AJ. AJ is not gonna make no money bigger than Wilder right now. So let's stop talking about it and be about it. Fuck the business. I don't give a fuck what was said. As a hardcore boxing fan, you should want to see this fight right now. That's all I got. Hit them thumbs up, subscribe. You're listening to the Pound for Pound Best TBV. I'm out.
Let's go. That's a real boxing fan, man. See, it's not because he agrees, man. It's real, bro. It's like 6 years. That's why I wanted the number. So that we could do the math, man. And I hope the person that told me 6 years isn't lying. They said 2016, bro. We've been debating, arguing, talking about this damn fight since 2016, man. That's insane. So if you got a counterpunch, don't tell me you got a counterpunch. Send that shit in. That's how I know when that motherfucking money hit the bank. You know what I'm saying? You'll never see CYP with no bullshit. He just sent his money in the bank, man. Get out of here. All right, we got James Payne. He got a counterpunch. What up?
So I want everybody to close their eyes for a second and come with me to James Payne's Imagination Island.
Let's go.
Deontay Wilder defeats Helenius, and they go for the post-fight interview, and they're talking to Wilder, and then they're like, Wilder, what are you going to do next? And then out of the back or in the crowd, there's Anthony Joshua, who gets invited into the ring. Can you guys imagine the media circus that's going to happen?
I love it.
I argue that media attention would eclipse Usyk and Fury for the rest of the fucking year until that fight happens.
Absolutely.
And they're not even fighting for a belt.
Absolutely.
So now imagine Wilder standing in the ring and they ask Wilder, what are you going to do next? And then Charles Martin comes in the ring. Now, still a former world champion, but not the same buzz, right? Not the same excitement, not the same possibility of spectacle. So what I want us to realize is that, man, regardless of what was said, what was done, bad business dealers and everything, AJ and Wilder are linked to each other. They have been since we were speculating on this fight back in 2016, 17.
Yeah, 2016. We got to
They are
remind
linked.
people how long.
We need to move the sport of boxing forward. The way we do that is by getting this fight, man. We have to get this fight across the line to set a new precedent in the sport of boxing for our fights like Bud and Earl. We have to do it, man. We have to do it. They have to figure out a way to make it happen.
These fight fans
we
want to
gotta
wait
stop
till they
talking
40.
about money. Fuck Marination. We see what happens with Marination. We have historical evidence of fights that did not happen that we were supposed to get. Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe. Like, come on, man. Like, we have to get this fight. We don't need to talk about these guys' money either, because there's more than enough money. There's never been a time where boxers are making more money in the history of boxing than right fucking now. There's never been more opportunity for multiple broadcasters or a single broadcaster to put these fights on for a worldwide audience. The machine is there. The people are there. These guys do big fights all the time, and Eddie Hearn knows how to throw a fucking spectacle if he don't know how to do shit else. 80, 90,000 people jam-packed in the stadiums, that's his forte. We can make this fight happen, man. We got everything we need. We just need two willing participants, and it seems to me like one of the sides is ready to make it happen and put the past in the past. Let's get the other side to meet them there, and let's make a fucking monstrous fight with no fucking belt on the line. It's still the biggest thing in boxing. That's my counterpunch.
All right, Coyote, I found it, baby. It was right in front of my face.
Sing along if you know the words. Come on.
Ness, it's been a minute.
What's up, man?
You know, man.
It's funny, man. It's funny we only meet up on these terms, huh?
Listen, I'm here, man. I'm listening to you all the time. I really got triggered by these Wilder fans. That's why I came up. I got triggered.
They're a bit delusional, man. They don't want the fight, man. It's crazy. They want Wilder to fight him when he's 40, so that AJ gets to say, so Wilder fans could say that he was too old.
I just wanted to ask them this question. Do they actually want the fight?
No. I can answer that based off the calls. No. You heard one guy said the rabbit has the gun.
Oh my days! All right. Do you think Wilder wants to fight? Because I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I thought yes at one point, but this is crazy. This is yet another offer now. It's just it's getting crazy. Could you imagine if Crawford turned down this many opportunities to fight Earl? What would the world say?
Yeah,
Crawford's never gotten an offer in 6 years, or 5 years, right? They've been trying to get that done for 5 or some shit. What is it? But Wilder, how many offers has Wilder gotten in these 6 years? How many offers has it been? It's insane, man.
Ness, 2018, me, you, Mike, I don't know if you remember, we used to go back and forth. Like, I used to hate on Wilder at that time. Like, now I have a bit more respect for Wilder, just even the way he dropped Fury. Like, Wilder against anyone is dangerous. Like, I would never count
Absolutely.
him out. I would never count
Absolutely.
him out.
He's the favorite
Like,
to me in the AJ fight. He's the favorite. AJ doesn't let his hands go enough. And I think AJ is, a guy that gets inside of his head. So, Wilder's an intimidating person. He's got historical power. So,
I've always thought that because AJ has more skills and AJ is also aggressive, and because AJ does better with taller fighters, I've always thought that, if whoever gets to who first, if AJ can get to Wilder first.
Yeah, but he couldn't even hurt Usyk like that. He hurt Usyk, but didn't hurt Usyk,
AJ always struggled with fighters shorter than him. But when he fights guys who are taller than him or as tall as him, he has a lot more success and he's always more aggressive. Just think about it. All the guys he's fought that he's very aggressive, they're usually tall or taller than him. So I think
but they don't got that Wilder power. So that's the thing. He's not gonna be as aggressive because he know there's a big ass 40 cal on the other side of that motherfucking ring.
Klitschko had that power, and Klitschko dropped him, but he still went after Klitschko. I think he would.
But Klitschko's style was conservative. You knew that he wouldn't even knock people out until the 8th and after.
True. Yeah, I mean, I want to see the fight. I don't understand these guys. I don't get it. I don't even get Wilder. Like, I'm too tired, man. Like, I read that tweet and I just took me all the way back to 2018, and I'm like, are we going to start doing this again? Like, seriously.
Word.
Like, you both have lost. Like, let's just get this fight. I don't understand why CYP and all these Wilder fangirls come on here and just, like, what are you guys thinking? Like, seriously.
I gotta let you go because CYP's counterpunching and I can't have anybody but you. He is a pound for pound. If you don't know what a pound for pound is, go check it out on Patreon. Coyote does show support. One of the few, I won't lie, CYP's pretty right. One of the few UK guys that ride out with us, but we do appreciate you. I got a couple super chats here. Who Dat Nation says, Ness, stop capping. I'm going to need you to be a little more specific, sir. Do we owe CYP this counterpunch number 4 and 5, or did we get to those? Danny. CYP's not on the line, so I'm assuming we did get to those. CYP, we are using Skype again. The link is there. If we owe you, we love to pay you back in counterpunches. So you can come on back. I'm going to put the link right here for the Skidipe in case you don't got it. Okay, he's in the chat. So did he answer? Damn near everyone shorter than AJ. Cut the bullshit. Okay, so he's not worried about what I'm saying and more what you guys are saying. So that means Jonathan Sims has a counterpunch.
Yo, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Thanks for coming back to me. And like he said, y'all, if you do it the right way, he looks out for you. So for y'all dudes complaining about time, just counterpunch or just chill out, man. Like, it don't matter who he give extra time to. It's his show. He could cut me off right now. It is what it is. Anyways, to me, that guy who said gun, Rabbit got the gun, I think what he was saying was leverage. And let me just say this. If y'all don't want to accept that boxing is a business and you have to discuss the business, there's no point in us ever talking. You have to talk about the money. You have to talk about A side, B side. The greatest fighter ever created A side and B side, and it's never going away. So if y'all don't want to deal with that, talk about the money, what are we doing here? Like, there is no fight if the business doesn't make sense. That's just life. And that's part of the reason why.
But Jonathan, the business in this fight makes absolute sense.
I'm denying that. It's about timing. I'm not denying that. I love that.
So again, we go back to the same thing. The timing is
now. I think it's
Wilder getting older.
No.
Because as a Wilder fan, that's what you're doing. You're setting up an excuse for Wilder to lose to AJ, and it was because he's old.
If
He's
Wilder
about to be 37 in October, bro.
Right, and if he lose to AJ, that's on him. He should have did a better job of navigating through the system to get that fight.
It's not on him. It's on us because we didn't get the fight we want. We didn't get Lennox and Bo. We now are not gonna get AJ and Wilder, bro. It's our fault. We didn't get Gamboa Lopez. Like,
right,
that's not cool, man.
And I'm with you. Just like we might not get Earl and Crawford, but that's bigger than Wilder and AJ. That's more about what the fans is hashing out versus what the big wigs is demanding from us. So like that to me is beyond Wilder and AJ. But in regards to this simplistically, it's about leverage. And Wilder, right, is now in position. If he beats Helenius, he's a Mando. He get a belt. Now he has that. Like, we can't act like Eddie wasn't trying to use leverage.
Bruh. Wilder AJ is bigger than belts.
It is. So
what the fuck do it matter that you got an interim or you're a mandatory or you're an eliminator if you're fighting AJ?
And I agree.
Charles Martin got generational money because he fought AJ, bro.
With a belt.
But he fought AJ.
With a belt.
Yeah, because that's what AJ wanted from him. AJ just wants Wilder. The belt is unnecessary.
Also, because AJ wants Wilder, all the other stuff doesn't matter. Listen, I agree that fight is bigger.
All the other stuff doesn't matter. What other stuff?
I'll answer. I agree this fight is bigger than the belts, but we and you have brainwashed I ain't gonna say brainwashed. We have been led to believe that a fight ain't a fight if a title ain't on the line. I've always said let's get rid of the belts. Fights are bigger than the belts.
Come
on, now
we gotta. Nah, we have not always said that. And if anything, if we say that, we also say that some fights don't need fucking belts.
And this is one of them, and I agree with that.
I got to get to some other callers because I got some counter punches, champ. You just had an extremely long one. Renzi, my bad. What up?
Yo, Ness, I'm going to start by saying first thing, man. If we can avoid all of it and say, I definitely feel like Wilder wants the fight. Like Buddy just gave us the imagination when Wilder beat Helenius and he step in the ring and he announces, like, even if he say off then, what you want to do next? Hey, I'm fighting AJ next. That's it. That I feel like the fight is gonna happen. That's not up for debate. But Ness, you gotta keep it real and say, man, the business gotta be right. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Because Ness, if I ask you this, let me ask you one question.
But this
either
is
man
the right
loses,
time.
I'm saying no. Either man loses in this fight, Ness. What's next for the loser of this fight?
Rematch.
Because this could be career ending.
No, this could be a trilogy again.
Okay, so run it back again.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so
Fury trying to run it back with Chisora. Hell yeah, I'd rather see 3 AJ fights.
Hey. Okay. So bam. Now even saying that. Oh, what?
Nah, don't worry. That's Blog Talk. That's Blog Talk. Go for it.
Okay, yeah. But so you saying you lining it up for the trilogy. So if one of them beat each other, you want to see this again.
I wouldn't mind if it's a good knock him down Andy Ruiz AJ type fight because you know it's gonna be. We don't know what Wilder got left. Could he still take punches like he did in the Fury fight?
That's what I'm saying.
But
so
that's
I feel like
why.
It's a lot on the line.
No, Renzi, what you not seeing is, what if Helenius go in there and give Wilder the fight of his life? Now we out here talking about Wilder done, and we don't get the fight. His own advisors is like, man, you made enough money, champ. You just had a tough fight with Helenius. You good, champ. Like, what the fuck is y'all talking about? What if you get punched in the face and don't want to fight no more? Y'all act like it's a gimme.
I get that. So, Ness, do you think we can get him out of the Helenius fight to fight AJ before that?
Bruh, of course you can get out the Helenius. They both PBC fighter. Of course you can get out that shit. I mean, obviously now it's probably too late because they announced it. They got a network. They got a venue. It's probably way too late. So yeah.
Okay. I could take that though. If it's a trilogy, I think the fight gonna happen regardless. I just think we just gotta wait on it. I feel like Wilder, he want to get Helenius out the way, and it's gonna happen. Next, I'm a Wilder fan, but Wilder has to fight AJ next. That's all I'm gonna say. Thanks for the call, Ness.
Yeah, man. Look, it is what it is. You're right about that. At this point, the Helenius fight is happening. So CYP's also right. They can make another offer. But I think you ruffled the feathers now. You know what I mean? You ruffled the feathers. They may not. The same way Wilder has taken a stance of a grudge, they may take the stance of a grudge now because he shitted on their offer, you know, or went public with the whatever, you know. I don't know, man. It just would have been better to, like Espinoza says, Steven Espinoza, don't do it on social media, you know. Joe McCroskey said the same thing. We don't normally do this social media shit, but I'm going to do this because you said that. But, you know, the way to make the fight is keep that shit out. Just go in there, hammer the fight out. You know what I mean? So, I mean, look, our very own Rob had a big back and forth with Lou DiBella. That shit, I'm sure he felt proud of that, to have Lou going at it with him for so long about that, you know. And look, Lou has no more business with Wilder and still wants to fucking the AJ fight. But he also feels like they might have missed the boat on that one. I hope not, man. I don't want this one to be Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis. I want this fight. I want this fight, man. You know, I remember the days where I believed Wilder could have got an Alabama Stadium fight. You the football guy over there, man. What is there a stadium out there that he could do? Man, I can't hear you. I don't know why I can't hear you. Let me see something now. Let me see something here. So I am not understanding. What about now? You good? Hello? I don't hear you. That is so strange. I don't know. It happened after you switched computers. And he's gone. All right. So I'm left solo, dolo, Scarface, no Manolo. Spider Rico, a.k.a. Esteban. Are you just listening? Let me know if you're just escuchando. In the meantime, we got Javier in Anaheim. Oh, hold on, Javier. It looks like Esteban is there. What up?
Excuse me. Is that, is it my time to talk?
Sure is, sir.
It's a good morning to you, Nestor, and everybody listening.
Buenos
My name is
dias.
Esteban. Yeah. Sí. Buenos dias. My name is Esteban Antonio Angiano. I'm both black and Mexican. So, I love everybody in the community because that's mostly what we are. I love everybody else too. All races and all religions, to me are so amazing. And this world is amazing too. And this was calling in to give my energy, to give my spirit to my brothers that are, of my ethnicity and others. And the fighting spirit, TBV, that's what we are about. And it's something inside of you, but it's not inside of everybody. And, it's still the morning, it's still the AM. And I want to tell everyone to go outside and let your eyes see the rising sun. Because our bodies are a vessel and the eyes are the tool to the soul. So if you take in that sun while it's rising, you will too rise in your spirit. And I just want to say that, and blessings and peace to everybody. Thank you for letting me speak, Nestor, and peace be with you.
Champ.
Shout
Appreciate
out.
the call.
Yo, you can hear me?
I can hear you, bro. What up?
Wow, that's crazy, bro. The shit wasn't working before, but it's working now. But yeah, bro. So Bryant-Denny Stadium, which is where the University of Alabama Crimson Tide football team, they've had
unfortunately a very successful football team historically, and they have one of the most famous stadiums in the country that holds 101,821 people. Nice. And once again, that is for a football game. So that is not including all the possible floor seating in a hypothetical boxing fight in said stadium for the Bronze Bomber. And that is in Tuscaloosa.
I always wanted
that is in Tuscaloosa, Ness. Let me tell you, that is in Tuscaloosa, Ness. So
I always wanted a stadium fight from Wilder, man. I felt like he could give us that, man.
So you know what I think, Ness? Let me tell you.
What?
I think that a stadium fight is hard to pull off, right?
Uh-huh.
A stadium fight is hard to pull off. So I think what you do if you Wilder and his team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Use the men's basketball arena, right? Now listen to me. That only holds 15,000. But this is why you do it, right?
What?
This is
Why?
you listening?
I'm listening, but 15,000 is small, man.
Ness, I hear you, but this is why you do it. Here, hold on, because I don't like seeing that Skype shit.
No, I took it down.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah.
So look, this is why you do it, and this is when you do it, because we've been talking about timing throughout today, right? So you do it in the fall during college football season, but specifically, right? Listen to me. You do it specifically the weekend of the University of Alabama versus the University of Auburn. It is the biggest fucking game for anybody in the state of Alabama. It's rivalry weekend. They always play that Saturday, right? They play that Thanksgiving Saturday, right? So you would do it Black Friday, bro. You do it Black Friday. Let them play Saturday. Everybody come into town for the game. It's the biggest fucking game in the state. One of the biggest games in college football. You do it that Friday in the basketball. 15,000 still a lot of people. And I'm just saying the basketball arena, because obviously the stadium would be used for the games the day after. That's real grass. They can't do that turnaround. So you do it in the fucking basketball stadium that should still hold 15,000, still a lot of people, and you get everybody out to watch their native Alabama, because no matter who you root for, Bama or Auburn, he's still from Alabama, and he's still repping, for everybody down there.
Well, Wilder says that he's looking to build his own arena. And he answered why he hasn't fought in Alabama and the future plans. This was right here or right there in Vegas for the Luis Ortiz media workout. He was asked this. And Canna is saying that Wilder says that the stadium was being shady, didn't want Wilder to overshadow the team, so they didn't let him use the arena.
Yeah, I'm not buying that one bit.
Why not?
Because they're way bigger than. I'm not trying to be that guy like Wilder. Tip my hat off to him. Nothing but respect for him. But he would never come remotely close to what the University of Alabama football team represents. Like, it's just it's just the world we live in, bro. College football owns the day of the week. Alabama has won Lord knows how many fucking national championships in the last, just in my lifetime. Like, they literally have a very high success rate. When you talk about the University of Alabama last year, and that's, you talk about we're bouncing back from a pandemic, so there's a lot of safety issues, there's a lot of health issues, there's a lot of financial issues. Bro, Alabama's football team still averaged 98,720 fans per game last season, right? 98,000. Seven, and that was the average. That was the average for their football attendance last year. So whatever was said, that's bullshit.
So the reason we not talking about Usyk and Wilder's, because Usyk would have to want to fight Wilder and give him the opportunity. And also, Usyk already said Saturday that he's not fighting anyone other than Tyson Fury. And also, in the last 48 hours, they've gotten into negotiations. So KG, that's why we're not talking about Usyk and Wilder. Why would Usyk beat AJ and turn around and fight Wilder? He would do what any normal person would do, fight the last guy with the belt to be undisputed.
Exactly.
But
no, look, and let me tell you, and I'm not suggesting people. I'm seeing people in the chat. I'm not suggesting the potential Anthony Joshua fight to be held in the scenario I'm speaking of.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you could have done that, for somebody like a Helenius, truth be told, Ness. It's unfortunate, though, because, the SEC, which is the Southeastern Conference, which is what the University of Alabama belongs to, they are under a CBS network contract. So the way I saw it, I'm like, had Deontay still been doing business with Showtime, which falls under CBS, Ness, then you could have had great promotion leading up to that fight. Great promotion leading up to that weekend in general. It would have been one of the most historic weekends in Alabama state history. It would have been a weekend of celebration for anybody to be in Alabama.
I never understood it, man. Like, I think that the man deserved and could have filled out a hometown stadium fight. They made a statue about him. I remember showing people, he had like a whole wall where they had a whole poster of him that's still there for years, like they're proud of him. So I'm sure he would have did well in a stadium fight. And he was built there, he fought locally there. We got a new caller in maybe Riverside. Who this?
What's up? This is O from Cali.
This who?
O from Cali.
O from Cali. What up?
Yeah, what's going on, man? I just want to give my 2 cents, man. Wilder, of course I think Wilder wants to fight. But we got to remember, Wilder coming back from back-to-back being brutally knocked out. And then he gets suspended to recover from his injuries. And then as soon as he pokes his head back out, he gets a high-profile offer from Eddie Hearn. We speak a lot about mental health lately in boxing. I don't think Wilder's back. I think he picked a former sparring partner to basically come back, somebody familiar. I don't think he wanted any surprises to get in the ring with and kind of get over that loss. So I definitely think Wilder wants to fight, but I think he wants to get past Helenius and then be in negotiations with AJ. Because AJ has no other choice. What is he going to go back to, Dillian White?
He can.
Wilder knows
he could do the rematch with White. He could do the trilogy with Ruiz. He could steal the Ruiz fight from from Wilder.
Yeah, and I do think if Ruiz wasn't in contract, I think Wilder would have came back to Ruiz. That's what I truly believe. But to be honest, I think AJ has no other choice. You say he wants to go back
Ruiz
to
got too much shit going on, man. Ruiz was going to fight. Wasn't he finna fight Spong on Triller in Mexico City? But whole time already had.
Yeah, that mean you know what that mean? That mean he ain't got no network deal. That mean he only got a PBC deal.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask you. So if AJ beat Wilder, you think that puts him back on track? Because I know you said trilogy, but I think that puts him back on track to Fury.
It could put it could put AJ back on track to Fury, just like it could put Wilder back on track to the top 2. But I think they have their own. Like right now, they ain't got no belts, and Fury Usyk gonna have a rematch. Like right now is the perfect time for AJ Wilder to make their own fucking lane.
That is true. Because I was thinking Fury knocks Usyk out so bad that there's no need for a rematch. Because I
doubt that, man. I doubt that. Come on, man. You don't see how proud that man is? He's a warrior. You don't see that fucking haircut? You don't see how he
I
dressed?
know he is, but I think AJ didn't use his size advantage. But I
It
think
don't
Fury
matter.
definitely uses his
It don't
size
matter.
advantage.
It don't matter. He'll rematch him, bro. Lomachenko trying to rematch Tio, remember? You kidding me? Them dudes is competitive, man. You talking about gold medalists, man. You
Yeah, I
funny.
understand that, but
You
physics is
funny. You
physics. I
funny
mean,
as hell.
you know,
Yo, say that
hey,
out loud one more time. Say it out loud one more time.
Hey.
If Usyk gets
Hey,
knocked
and
out by
Tim,
Fury, he's retiring?
no, I didn't say he retired. I said I think Fury makes it decisive where they don't need a rematch.
Yeah, but
And
Usyk,
that's why
Usyk would
Fury
have
knocked
to
him out.
Usyk would have to walk away from the rematch.
Oh, well, rematch clause, yeah, but if they don't have a rematch clause, I think
It wouldn't be no
pretty
rematch
decisive.
clause because it's a unification.
It is a rematch clause. That shit ain't going down without no rematch clause. You crazy.
Well, then that's gonna be on the fighter.
I gotta let you go though, champ. You got like the whole train in the background and shit. Come on, man, Danny. You really gonna sit there and say that shit ain't gonna have a rematch clause?
Usyk Fury, I don't believe we'll have a rematch
Usyk
clause.
got 4 belts, and he watched his little brother get fucked for not having a rematch. You tripping, man? And it's the same manager. You think Egas Klimas? You think Egas Klimas gonna make that mistake 2 times? Man, you crazy.
It's a difference.
Never.
It's a difference. Let me tell you
What's
why.
the difference?
The difference is Usyk, he's very feel.
He's what?
Feel.
Feel?
Never mind. That's how I know you don't watch Usyk, bro. Every interview, Usyk, how do you feel? I am very feel. You ain't never heard?
Nah, man. I only watch him box, man. I don't know nothing about that fucking. I mean, I watch him dance too. He a little funny ass dancing motherfucker. I like him. He alright, man. He rubbing off on me, man. Shout out to Usyk, man. Cause look, you got to do your thing, man. You got to do your thing, man. Hold on, take over, champ.
Yeah, no, I mean, to me, there's just a lot of fights to be made, bro. And right now, you know, we speak of the Usyk Fury. Obviously, all the talks that we've heard in the last 48 hours about that. We speak about the Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. That's been a fight that we've, you know, as fight fans, been clamoring for the last 6+ years. Now more than ever, I think that Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, not just does that fight make sense, but I think it's possible. Both gentlemen coming off back-to-back losses, I get it, right? But at the end of the day, you get Deontay back in there against Helenius, who he's coming off obviously great wins. That's a good win. That's a ranked opponent. Past sparring partner or not, doesn't really matter. Helenius is still a good fight for Deontay, you know, to come back to after those tough back-to-back losses to Tyson Fury, right? Now, when you talk about Anthony Joshua, he has plenty of people that he could come back to truthfully.
Hell yeah. Whew.
So you know, like I said, bro, you let both guys.
And that's
come
why
back.
you gotta respect it. That off a loss, he was willing to fight Wilder. He could have fought Chisora. He could have fought Lucas Brown. Man, he could have fought Zhang. He could have fought, bro. The list of fighters that AJ could have picked are ridiculous. Just saying, man. Like, we gotta respect him. Like, I can't believe he getting shitted on for sending an offer. He lost to one of the best, and he trying to fight one of the best, and somehow he's getting shitted on.
Look, ESPN Ringside 1 hour ago posted, would you still want to see Bronze Bomber versus Anthony Joshua?
Of course, because they be listening to the show. I told you they gave us credit before.
Look, hold on. And my boy, I got a good friend, my boy Pop DiBiase retweeted that. And he said, yes, sir, biggest heavyweight fight of the decade. I don't give a fuck because we know this ain't going 12. Y'all can have your skills, your heavyweight unification. I want this here. I want this right here. Fuck them belts.
Bro, and these dudes got like, it's already built up. You know, AJ, all that funny shit he was doing in video. Oh, Dion's way, Brahma, I'm the bronze bummer, Alabama. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got to pay for some of that shit he said. They need to give me this fucking fight, all this bullshit. I'm going to Coyote on the actually, Coyote, before I go to your Boomerang, looks like Stone Bone Boxing is there.
What up? What up?
What up?
Yeah, man. Excuse me. Yes, it's gonna be hard for you to get through to these guys, man. These guys be arguing with me on the back call because a lot of them are Earl Spence fans. You know, they like Bud ain't got no leverage in this negotiation. He needs to get down and lay down. Now Wilder got all the leverage in the world. AJ, who just got $80 million in a sold-out desert, he got nowhere to go, Ness. He got nowhere to go, Ness. You know what I mean? He out in the cold now, Ness. He homeless. He took 80 million pounds, which is about $100 million in the desert. He homeless now, Ness. Nobody want to see him. But you know what? If Wilder get this win, we want to see Wilder versus him. These niggas is talking out both sides of their mouth. Just relax. It's gonna be hard to get through to him. Don't Ness. Just light your L and just look at it for what it is. These are the guys who are gonna tell you that AJ is a bum, he trash, all this shit. Like Wilder didn't just get knocked out twice by the same. AJ got beat twice by the same dude. Wilder got stopped twice by the same dude. Y'all get that, right? You really need to just sit back and try to get a fight for your fighter. Y'all should want that fight for Wilder. Y'all should be like, this is the fight Wilder could knock somebody out. And now I ask you this, Ness. Would you rather go out looking average to Helenius or go out looking average and possibly still knocking out AJ?
You know I'm going to pick AJ.
One fight, you're going to get $10 million. Other one, you liable to get 40. Which I don't even care. You can it's a 50-50 chance Wilder never fights again after Helenius. Is that correct? It's a 50-50. He almost never fought again today. So it's got to be 50-50 that he never fight again after he fight Helenius. Who would you want a 50-50 chance for Wilder's last fight to be?
AJ.
Helenius or AJ? It's just that simple, man. All right, y'all. Peace.
All right. I want AJ, man. Coyote, Boomerang.
Yo, my man Stoneboxing just said it all, man. Like, see, these are the kind of fans I love to listen to, like the American fans I love to listen to. But yeah, Ness, I was gonna say something. So this last fight with AJ and Usyk, I actually think that even though AJ lost, like that was one of his best performances. And one of the things I noticed was he started.
Not to me, man. Not to me. I felt like there was so much that he didn't do.
Nah, that's not true. And let me tell you what I saw. I saw AJ he was actually aggressive. A lot of people were saying he wasn't aggressive. He was applying very intelligent foot pressure against Usyk, and he was able to nullify a lot of the feints that Usyk used in the first fight. And I think that AJ is still improving massively. I think the version of AJ, if he fought the way he fought the first fight and then came back and improved, I think he probably would have beaten Usyk. But Usyk is just a supreme boxer, and I don't know if you remember this back in the
to me, Usyk I don't know. People trying to say Usyk had an off night. To me, the second fight showed that Usyk can't hang for real, and Fury will show you that. AJ just didn't do enough. He didn't let his hands go enough. Like, he would literally buzz Usyk and not follow up, bro.
I don't know if you remember this. When we first spoke about Usyk, you didn't even rate Usyk at all. You're just kind of warming up to Usyk. I always told you, if you remember this, that Usyk would give all the big guys problems. AJ, Fury, and Wilder.
He ain't never gonna give Fury no problem or Wilder no problem, man.
Listen, I'm telling you right now.
Hey, I'm glad that I'm on the opposite side. I'm gonna be betting like a motherfucker. Believe that.
Fury Usyk is a 50-50 fight. Crazy. Do you know what Fury?
Well, my 50 is gonna be on Fury without a doubt.
Fury said. Do you know Fury said that Steve Cunningham was his toughest fight?
Bro.
Now, Steve Cunningham.
That was 10 years ago. 10 years ago. And Steve Cunningham is a slick fighter. Nothing like Usyk. Usyk is a good boxer, great boxer, but they two different boxers.
Bro, did you see Usyk? Usyk is a very slick fighter. That's why he was giving AJ problems. You can't land punches on him easily.
Bro, Bro, this is the funny thing, right? AJ finally fights somebody that takes advantages of his flaws, and you trying to act like it's the other guy that's all that excellent. No, we've been telling you, my friend, we've been telling you AJ was robotic. We've been telling you AJ was slow.
Though. This is not just my opinion, though. Like so many boxing pundits,
Bro,
they know that Usyk is a supreme boxer.
Bro,
and I'm telling you
listen
right
to me.
now,
There's a reason. There is a reason that Wilder and Fury have not fought AJ. There is a reason, man. There is a reason. No matter what you want to say.
Reason, but I don't want to go back into history. There's no point in going back to history. I think that those three should all fight each other before they all retire. Fury, AJ, and Wilder. They should do it for the love of the sport and for boxing. But hey, I'm telling you right now, if they make that Fury Usyk fight, don't be surprised if Usyk turns Fury. Because I've said it from jump.
Hey man, just make sure you call in and get that crow, champ. Make sure you call in and get that crow. I gotta go.
For all these guys,
I'm picking a 274-pound man that knows how to box, that knows how to move, that knows how to be a heavyweight, that knows when to come forward, when to go back, knows how to clinch. Bro, you kidding me? He was in there with the biggest puncher and still found a way to get past adversity. There's absolutely nothing Usyk can do in my mind that will keep Fury off of him and keep Fury away from him. He just ain't ready.
I can't disagree with you, man. I think that Fury is just so much more skilled and just he has shown us so much more at the heavyweight division, bro.
Bro, first of all, he's shown you that he could be like aggressive. He's shown you not only that he don't got to punch, like he'll reach out to you to grab you to bring you close. So all that footwork, y'all think, all that dancing and ballerina bullshit that Usyk do, Fury ain't trying to hear that shit. He brought up the Cunningham fight. What'd he do to fucking Cunningham? Right here. Take this motherfucking forearm on your throat. You think you're going to be moving around side to side? Now take this forearm and start clobbering his ass. Fury ain't on that pretty shit, man. You kidding me? He going to make a fight. And every time AJ punched Usyk took some time off, retreated a little bit. Ain't no real heavyweight going to do that shit, man. They going to hit you with one and hit you with a few more. Believe that. They not going to let up on Usyk. Ain't nobody out here trying to box Usyk but fucking AJ, man. He still was doing... Fuck you mean? He gonna call in and say, oh yeah, AJ did so much better. Fuck is this? All night, this. Big ass 6'9" dude bouncing his head back and forth. Man, at least Tyson, when he did do the fucking bobbing and weaving, he went in. He went forward. Kidding me? Man, y'all tripping. I got 716. You haven't pressed 1. Let me know if you're ready to rock. But I actually think that's like Niagara Falls. He never presses 1. Let me double check. And if that's the case, we all ready to go. Danny with the hella feedback. Let them know where they can find you, champ.
They can find me, Ringwald Danny, Instagram and Twitter. We are the Boxing Voice on all social media platforms, bringing you guys the hottest fucking boxing content 7 days a week.
Plus, we're going to be at the Wynn Casino starting August 29th, 7-day countdown, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's go. Hold up. Do I got super chats I can't leave behind? Looks like we got...
Who we got, champ? Who we got?
We got quite a few. Bougie in Broward says, that's North Florida thing, not Broward, Danny. I don't know what he talking about, because that's old. Then my man says, yo, Oscar there.
Hold on, champ. What is he? Hold on. I know exactly what he's talking about. I'm thinking, though. I got to think first. All right. Get back to me. We gonna We're gonna get. Yeah, I know exactly.
Shout out
what,
to Sam Sweeney with the $5 pounds, and he says, a little something from my winnings. TBV giving out free game. These guys need to listen. Usyk good, but when AJ imposed his size, it was over. Exactly. And you can see that he physically realized that, like, oh shit, AJ hit me with a right hand. Oh my God, and he's coming forward. I gotta go back.
Especially them body shots. Especially
those body shots. You ain't fucking lying. You is absolutely right. Those body shots definitely got Usyk's attention. And what did Fury say before the fight? He said, yo, AJ, here's the game plan. And he showed him. Right? The difference is Fury will impose his will. If he wasn't afraid to get hit by Wilder, or forget it. Let's say he was afraid, because I'm sure he said that in the lead up to the first fight. You know, and he told his father that if his father was afraid, he didn't want him to even take the second fight. But let's say he already felt the power of Wilder. You think he worried about Usyk's power? Yeah, he ain't worried about that shit. He gonna walk Usyk little ass down and put all types of Gypsy King hands on him. I got Michael DH with the 199. He said, yo, Oscar De La be like, yeah, hey, yeah, yo. All I know is yeah, yo. I guess that's a song. Yeah, yo. All I know is yeah, yo.
Yeah.
Some new
yeah,
shit.
Yo. All I know is yeah, yo.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't listen to them new guys. C Soldier with the 2 pounds. Ness hogging the mic like an MC. Let people talk. No. Danny, not Danny, but Danny Ramirez, 199 Super Chat says, 78 Sports TV has Wilder on explaining Hearn's claim. Oh, there you go. Oh, so they at least are going to give us a reason. Someone send me the reason. Renzi says, I got a counterpunch on Skype. Is this a second one or is this another one? Renzi. Then I got Casual Boxing Fan who says, no one in here has disrespected any fighter. Wilder didn't want the fight. That's facts. Why can't we critique fighters? Because we like them? He is 36, bro. Come on. I got a 199 super chat from RNS1 who says, Fury Usyk will be made before Bud Spence. That will be so sad.
That'd be tragic.
That'd be very sad. Jason with the $5 says, Ness see the glass half full a lot. No, Ness sees the glass half full. A lot of y'all are seeing the glass half empty. Change your mind. Stay positive. Shout out to you, Jason. Namaste. Amen. We got Astral Atmosphere. Wilder wants undisputed. AJ should have won. Cut it, bro. So wait, what is he trying to say? That Wilder's gonna go fight Fury again?
I don't fucking know.
Big Matthew says AJ Wilder ain't getting 60 million each like Fury Usyk. Laugh out loud. Okay emoji. That's okay. That's okay. Hey, CYP, do I owe you a counterpunch? You know Skype is open. I don't know if we owe you. We want to pay you, baby. But Matthew, see, you talking about the wrong shit. Don't nobody care about the money. Some of them do. Some of them do, and you are one of the some, I guess. I don't care about the money. I want the fight. I want the fight, man. Still one of the biggest fights in the sport to make, for sure. I think.
Who else we got now?
I think I'm refreshing because I see Brandon on Skype, but I did get to him on Blog Talk, so I don't see a counterpunch. I think it is not over. I just refreshed. I see Jason Aday. Jason from the UK. Thank you, Ness, for hosting me in June in Vegas. I told you Usyk would win this rematch easy. Only fight that AJ can take now is Wilder. Hearn is desperate now. UK won't take any other opponent. You're crazy. They'll definitely take AJ versus Dillian White, both off losses, both rebuilding. Call it some shit like Crossroads. Rivals meet again. Stop it. They'll definitely take AJ versus Andy Ruiz, the trilogy. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. There's a lot of fights that they'll take. They'll definitely take Big Bang Zhang in China. Stop it. But yeah, that's it. That's everybody. That's everybody. My name is Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter. And catch me at the Win starting August 29th, where I would love for you to come and like watch the show from outside the Win. You know, after the show, I'm sure we could let you in, you know, show you around, all that greatness, man. Don't be afraid to come to the Win and check out the show live.
Absolutely.
Definitely, you should do that if you want to do that. I'm going to go ahead
No
and wrap
question.
it up. My name is Nestor Gibbs. His name is Ringwalk Danny. We out.
Peace.